report.
This Easter weekend, take steps to keep well and have a good time. The LCMC Health Crescent City Classic, the race for all y'all. This is the Fox8 special, the Endymion Parade and Extravaganza, with Rob Krieger, Kelsey Davis, and Arthur Hardy. Sponsored by Beads by the Dozen, Mardi Gras World, and Bank Plus.
Good evening, I'm Rob Krieger.
And I'm Kelsey Davis. The Super Crew of Endymion takes over the streets of Mid-City tonight, and for the first time in 2 years, the extravaganza is back inside the Superdome.
It is, the crowds have been packed out on the route today. They are enjoying the parade right now, passing by Gallier Hall, approaching the Dome, and soon this place will be filled with tens of thousands of people. And we're here to bring you all the party and every bit of the parade while you sit and enjoy right on your warm couch.
And of course, we have our very own Arthur Hardy with us, as he has been every year since I've been here, and well before that, helping to guide us through this awesome night. Of course, a gem to all of us, so much knowledge about the history of this crew, about these bands. Of course, you are a band icon in the city of New Orleans for people who did not know that. So always so fun to be here with you too.
I'm happy to be here. We're going to have a great night.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful event. Finally back home in the Dome. This is where they belong. And we're here, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it feels like a homecoming for so many people. They just over the loudspeaker said, we're back home in the Dome, and you heard the crowd erupt.
Great.
Yeah.
They're great.
People were running in here when they finally let people start coming through. So just running in, want to get their seats situated. In fact, they just announced to the crowd and clear the floor. The parade's going to start rolling in here in a couple seconds, and people they're ready for it. They're ready for it.
Oh yeah, we've got coverage for you on the route as well. Bruce Katz and Laura McCoy are at Gallier Hall. It's going to be exciting to see the parade there and watch it all come in.
So I think we're going to check in with them in a little bit, but right now looks like people are kind of just, like I said, kind of trying to get to their tables and their seats while we all wait for the parade to start rolling in. What are you guys looking forward to most tonight?
Oh man, I can't wait to see the floats come in.
Yeah.
All lit up. I mean, the convention center was beautiful and great to see it, but when they're ringing around the Dome, there's absolutely nothing like that. There is no party on earth that is like this party.
For me, I'm waiting to hear you read the float titles and some of those words that none of us can pronounce.
The secret teachings of all ages.
That's going to be worth
the theme today. So you're going to learn something, and there will be a test at the end.
Yes,
no test tonight.
We've all been cramming, you prepared for that test. But right now, we do want to get a check on the status of the parade. I believe Lord McCoy, Bruce Katz are at Gallier Hall. Hey guys, how are things looking so far?
It's looking great. I'll tell you, right now the Rumble Raider Band is moving on by, and we're on float number 13 coming up now. So the parade's been moving well. Not many really stalls or breakdowns.
Yeah, and we've been getting the throws. I got one of these.
Wait, show them the ring, the Superdome ring.
I'm not engaged, Joel, but this is a really good ring, and they've been throwing it up here on the grandstand. We've been having a great time, and we've seen a lot of bands, Bruce. We saw a battle of the bands.
It was amazing.
Two out-of-state bands. It was Alcorn State and Texas Southern, and it was a blast. The bands have been amazing. They have been really hyping up the crowds, and those throws, like you see, they have been throwing.
And they are absolutely unloading. You know, I did Yosemite Draw. I emceed that. I had the opportunity to talk to Libby Dunn. I interviewed her in front of the crowd, and she is so happy to be the Grand Marshal. I mean, she is from New Jersey, but she went to Baton Rouge to LSU, gymnastics, and, you know, NCAA. She has got the most followers of any collegiate athlete in America. I mean, she's just an amazing young lady, and she was so happy to be in it. And when she rode on by, she was just like in heaven, just unbelievable. I said, you're going to be not the queen, but the second queen of the day, and she
No,
is.
she was so thankful. She was thanking the mayor. She was thanking everybody across at Gallier Hall.
Right.
Just so thankful for this opportunity. And we've seen so many people. The queen passed by, as well as King Endymion.
Right.
They were all just so thankful to be here. And again, you hear it. The music is going. Everyone's just having a really good time. We've been dancing.
Yes. Oh, we've had a great time.
And I just want to say one thing, though. Bruce, y'all.
Rob Krieger ain't got nothing on this.
No. Listen, wait. Show him. Show him, Bruce. Show him this.
Rob Krieger looks dapper. Rob Krieger looks dapper, but I don't know if I got him this year. You never know.
Bruce, you look good. All right.
I tell you, another thing that's interesting too, Lauren, is that the Queen is put into a hat and in rotation when they're like 3 or 4 years old. The King is actually an everyday rider. What they do is they put all the names of all the members into a hat, and they pick a name. So you never know if Bruce Katz were a member of Endymion,
right.
I could be the King. And it's an interesting way of doing it where, Shaquille O'Neal, he'll be Bacchus, and we have so many other kings that they're in line for that throne for so many years. But Endymion, they put the names in the hat, and anybody can be king. It's amazing.
And it's definitely very inclusive. You see all types of crowds right now. Actually, let's take a look behind us. This is float number 13. Look how great these look. The LED lighting. It is humongous. Hundreds of people riding in this float. I mean, seeing it in person, you guys, it's amazing.
So this is float 13, the Rose Croix, also called the Rose Cross. Its symbol is largely associated with the legendary Christian Racavez, which is Christian Kabbalist. He was an alchemist, and he is said to have been a founder of the Rosicrucian Order. Now that's a little much for me, but nevertheless, it symbolizes the teaching of Western historic tradition with Christmas tenets. So as you can see, a lot of these riders, this is a triple tandem float, and Endymion is absolutely known for their tandem triple floats.
And they are throwing. I don't know if y'all can see it, but they are throwing up here. Let's see if I can get anything. We're missing a lot of stuff, but they are throwing up here, and I mean, 3 floats in one. It's amazing to see these tandem floats.
I mean, I don't know how those tractor drivers maneuver some of the turns of New Orleans streets, but they do. Coming up now, we've got the Citadel. The Citadel, they are so in line with discipline, it's amazing. Let's back out. So the Citadel's going to come on in, and what's neat is at Gallier Hall, for all the dignitaries, what they do is they actually stop and they perform. So here is the Citadel as they march on by Gallier Hall. There are 61 members of the Samaro Guards and their first-class senior cadets that go through rigorous physical training, and really the process, they're chosen on their physical stamina and for their drill proficiency. Now, members are considered a high honor of the military college, so the platoon's purpose is to really exemplify through unique series of movements based on German closed-order drills, and they just are in sync. In each year, the Guard takes responsibility for teaching the next year's unit for that precise drill. So again, every year they have new cadets, and it's a constant, ever-changing year.
And just look at them, Bruce. They are in a perfect line, perfect coordination with each other. And when you look at it, so each year, like you said, they take up responsibility for teaching that next year. Really, with that precise drill that you see here, they were created in 1932. All the way in 1932, this unit has performed nationally. So, of course, they've been to Disney World and the Cherry Blossom Festival in Washington, D.C., Mardi Gras here in New Orleans, and St. Patrick's Day in Savannah, Georgia. Everybody giving them a round of applause. They are definitely a sight to see here.
And you know what? I would never make it in it because you got to be like 6'5" or taller.
Yeah,
These
that's okay,
guys
Bruce.
are tall.
All you have to do is get your box.
Well,
and
that's true.
You'll be with them.
Hey, maybe the Pelicans, while they're in town, they can maybe do a shoot around and we'll see. But
hey,
I mean, these guys, they're easily 6'2", 6'4".
All in line, all in sync.
I mean, look at the discipline that the Citadel has. And as they march on by, people just are very quiet and they watch them do their thing.
And you can listen to them now chanting. A round of applause for them. Wow.
Well, my favorite float is getting ready to come up, the Pontchartrain Beach Float.
Mine too.
Yep, it's coming up next.
And it's a signature float, and this is something that people look forward to every single year, Bruce.
It debuted in 2013, is one of the greatest achievements in the realm of float construction. $1.5 million to build. That was back in 2013. It's 270 feet, and it carries 218 riders. So, again, it is just an amazing feat that they got that big of a float together. And the tractor driver is a family member. His name is Barry, and he and his father drive the biggest floats for Blaine Kern and Barry Kern. So this is an enclosed tractor that is huge, and when it comes by, you'll see it. But this thing is 270 feet. 270 feet long. Just imagine that.
And Bruce, the exciting thing is that it's so iconic. When you think about Endymion, at least when I thought about it as a kid, I was thinking, wow, this is huge. But it also, Pontchartrain Beach is such an iconic part of New Orleans history, you know? And then even in this float, you will see all types of things. The Zephyr, the carousel, the Ferris wheel. You see all of the iconic rides that used to be there. And again, people are getting ready. You see their lights everywhere. They are ready to get whatever they can from this float, Bruce.
And you know, Eddie Muniz loved it as well.
Yeah.
He and his wife actually, I believe, met there, and they're both depicted on the drawings on the float itself. So here is the largest float in Mardi Gras. It's a 9-unit Pontchartrain Beach float, debuted, 2013. It's hard to believe that it's 12 years old. It seems like it was just yesterday, but every year they put new LED lights on it. They keep it going. So check it out. This is, again, a 9-unit float. Look at the tractor.
Yes.
Look at the tractor on this
I want to tell everyone out there, more than 200 riders are on this float.
218 to be exact. Unbelievable. And there it is. There's the Zephyr. And of course, you're going to have the Wild Mouse.
Yes.
Wild Mouse scared the heck out of me. Wild House. And then the Haunted House was amazing too. So
but
all
look
those
how
little
long this is, Bruce. I mean, people are throwing. I'm going to still try to get some stuff while Edwin is making sure people see what's going on. Throw me something, mister!
Hey!
It's kind of hard sometimes for them to get up here for the grandstands, but they really do try to get us up here.
Thank you.
But you guys, look at this, the Wild Mouse. You have Haunted House, which is really cool. You can see the effects there.
Yeah, the smoke.
The smoke coming out. It really is a spectacle here outside of Gallier Hall. People are just excited, and if you see underneath us, everybody's raising their hands because they're trying to get a piece of something from that float. Wow, it
And
is
the smell
beautiful.
of cotton candy as well.
Oh, yes.
The smell of cotton candy. All right, this is, again, the back end of the Pontchartrain Beach float, float number 14. So here it comes again. We got Laugh in the Dark.
Oh, my goodness. Just take it all in, you guys.
Yep. There's the lighthouse, the iconic lighthouse that was on the Pontchartrain Beach property. The Laugh in the Dark, and the Music Express. Music Express now, they have one of those in City Park, which is a really fun ride.
It really feels like it's taking you there, taking you back.
It definitely so. And there's the iconic clown for Pontchartrain Beach toward the end. Just an amazing feat that Barry and Blaine Kern have put together. I mean, look at the
craftsmanship. Look at the
amazing.
craftsmanship, the lights. You really do feel like you're taken there, and if people are afraid of clowns, I had to cover my eyes because it's
he's a little
definitely
scary.
a sight to see. But yes, you guys, this is what we are seeing. We are in the midst of Endymion right now. Again, something that I think is really interesting, Bruce, is that Endymion was considered the most handsome god.
Yes, exactly.
And Celine, the parade in Slidell, the goddess that was named after, wanted Endymion so bad to herself. So
Right.
he was that sought after of a god.
Well, you know, it's interesting. When Adonis, back in the late 50s, when they stopped parading, Eddie Muniz lived in Gentilly by the fairgrounds. And Eddie said, if Adonis is not going to be parading on Saturday night before Mardi Gras, it's just not right. So he went and looked up at the library a couple of different crew names that would be methodical. And he said, you know what? Either Bacchus or Endymion. He picked Endymion. And the reason why he picked Endymion, there was a horse that was running at the fairgrounds named Endymion. He put money on the horse won, and there you have it. There is the beginning of Endymion. It's a great story, great story.
One of the most iconic parades in New Orleans. Again, here is another band right now.
The Greenville High School Marching Band. Let's listen in.
Congratulations, sir. Give it up, Greenville High School.
Greenville High School right there. Again, we've been seeing a lot of great bands pass through. We've had bands from the North Shore. We've had bands from the South Shore, bands from out of state. We've seen Salmon High School, shout out to Slidell, and it is so great out here. These bands have really been showing up for these crowds.
It really is. I'll tell you, we have a little bit of a lull here, so you know what? We don't like to have dead air.
No,
so let's go back to the Superdome with Kelsey and Rob. Rob, we're having a great time. The party is just beginning where you are.
Oh, Bruce, we're jealous. It sounds like
I know. Y'all are catching throughs and everything.
Out there catching some stuff.
Thank God floats.
Yeah. Oh, well, we're getting started here right now in the Dome here at the Endymion Extravaganza. You can see right now we've got the Marine Corps band parading through, and everyone's cleared the route it's the route right there in the Dome, ready to roll through.
So, Rob and Arthur, in the past, I think the first year that I covered this with you, we had the bands between the floats still, and they changed it up a couple years ago.
It's like a parade of just bands.
Right.
Which that's just something special when you get a chance to see them come through like that.
Wonderful. Nothing like a military band and a Mardi Gras parade.
So, as a former band director, Arthur, do you watch the bands come by with a certain precision? Are you looking for anything particular?
Yep. And I tell you, there's no finer band than this one. And
they're
really
about
do
to
it
play
right.
the national anthem here, so we'll listen. A very great rendition of the national anthem there from the U.S. Marine Corps Band as they make their way through the Dome. You heard some pyrotechnics there. And speaking with the folks over at Endymion earlier this week, Arthur, they tell me not only do they have something like 22,000 people here, the largest Endymion extravaganza ever, they also have something along the lines of, I may get this number wrong, 60,000 pounds of pyrotechnics. So maybe there will be fireworks.
I heard that same figure from Olivia Vidal, who was out with you guys yesterday at the parade route there. Yeah, it kind of caught us off guard just now. We were like, flare, 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 and then they had actual rockets in here.
It's the 4th of July in March.
It really is great. And while we take you through the dome and you watch the parade go through, you're going to see some of the different things that have happened here this year.
Yeah.
You know, we weren't in the dome for the last 2 years in the convention center. A lot of that was because of the construction that was happening here in the dome to get ready for the Super Bowl. So they are utilizing everything right now, and that's why they're able to pack so many people in. We've got, this is where it gets loud.
I was going to say, we're gonna pause here because you won't be able to hear us anyways. This is the kind of parade of police motorcycles coming through, so we're going to hush so you can hear all that.
Hold your ears.
Here we go.
So luckily at home, I think everyone, you have a volume control right there on your remote that you might be holding. You can turn it down. We're lucky enough to have these headphones on that kind of muffle some of it.
A little bit.
Oh, goodness gracious, is it loud as it come through there. And we've got the first marching band entering into the dome right now, the Mississippi Valley State University Mean Green Marching Band.
All the way from Endymion, Mississippi. Here they come.
What an honor to lead this parade, huh?
Absolutely.
And they've been up at the front for a while now with Endymion, so. How about that? Mississippi Valley State University, love this name, Mean Green Marching Machine.
Like we got a little battle going on because Mississippi Valley is not even halfway through the dome, and Talladega is coming in booming right behind them. Horns up, they're going. So you're going to kind of hear a little bit of a overlap there, but this is a battle. It's an honor, as you mentioned, Arthur, to be able to come into the dome and play for any reason. But to be a part of this parade that comes back into the dome for its extravaganza, they know how big of a deal this is, and they are not half-stepping. You said they save up a lot of energy, of course, to get through the parade, but especially for when they hit the door coming in here, and you can hear it.
When they hit the door, they turn it on. I don't think we've ever seen a gathering of this many sousaphones in one building on Earth. I counted 32 the first band, and probably an equal number in the second. Really something.
Right, coming in here, twisting it up in the dome, the Tornado Marching Band from Talladega College. Love to hear 32 sousaphones there, Arthur, in the first band with Mississippi Valley. That's a lot of horns.
Yes, it is.
And I told you, it's kind of I thought it was a two-way battle. This might be a three-way battle, folks, because we have another band coming through right now. All court. And they're coming in also hot. No one's wasting a second.
Oh, no.
And this is their 10th time, the Dynamite Marching Band, their 10th time making an appearance in the Endymion Parade. And what a year. They're starting off the year here, wrapping things up, performing in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. So they got a year. They got a pretty busy year ahead.
Yeah,
they do.
That's a popular parade up there that they have that Macy's puts on, I guess. But ain't nothing like Endymion, I'll tell you that much.
Nothing at all. A little bit of a traffic jam there in the corner there too. Again, a three-way battle going on in the dome right now.
Look at the coordination.
Let's all be friends now, fellas. Yeah, Endymion, I guess, is the only crew of bodyguard that starts off with 5 college bands, and then some of the best bands from the local area, too, high school bands.
Incredible stuff there from Alcorn as they come in. And you got to remember, look, we're watching them right now. This is our first chance seeing them. They've been walking for miles.
Oh, they have. But this is not the first parade they've been in either, so.
And they're crushing it.
Yeah.
But I would imagine the adrenaline rush you get. You know this is the end, but I mean, you're ending like this.
Right.
Oh, sure. I mean, how many concerts can they perform in front of an audience of 20,000? Not to mention
that's a great point.
$500,000
Tens of thousands that were out on the route too.
Drum majors put on quite a performance too, don't they? That's become very competitive. Used to be a drum major just kind of kept time. Not anymore.
Oh no, you are a performer. You are a star.
Yep.
We've got some more stars coming in right now with the Lane College Quiet Storm Marching Band. Up. All right, so I jumped one band. Sorry about that. This is Texas Southern University Ocean of Soul Marching Band. And they're going to tell us.
There we go. We love TSU. All the TSU people out there, we apologize. We did not mean to skip you at all. We could never. TSU out of it. Woo. Out of H-Town.
You at home are getting a better view than we are. We're about 100 yards away, and you're seeing it really close. Thanks to a good camera crew on the floor from Fox8.
Rob, do you ever find yourself when you're watching people perform and they're smiling, you're like smiling and dancing with them?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I kind of caught all three of us just smiling with them and dancing.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah.
I saw those drum majors come through with those high steps, and I want to go down there and do it.
You want to try?
I wouldn't be able to do it nearly as great as they do,
Or for as
but
long.
I would try.
All right, now we have Lane College coming in, their first trip to Mardi Gras in the Endymion Parade, all the way from Tennessee.
It's the Quiet Storm marching band. 1,000 watts of sound.
Wow.
In just a moment, it's not going to be so quiet.
It's always interesting to watch bands that have never come to Mardi Gras before. You wonder if they really are prepared for it. It's unlike Macy's or Rose Parades that are about a mile and a half.
Nothing like that.
And of course, our parades are like crowd participation events,
yeah.
you know. So it's really a kind of a rude awakening for them. They think they know what they're headed for, but not really, not until they get here.
But then they never want to miss it after that, right?
No, once they come, we can't get rid of them. And that's a good thing. They want to come back. It's just like a lot of our visitors. They stay and get married. And we've got new citizens thanks to Mardi Gras.
Lane College there, wowing the crowd, and the crowd just screeched. They cheered triumphantly as we have the St. Augustine High School Marching 100 now taking over the dome.
Or as my dad would say, the best high school, or the best band from the best high school in the world.
And they'll have a lot of people agreeing with
I'll
them,
get behind
too, especially in this city. Very popular group.
And they've had quite a busy year. Of course, they were part of the kickoff festivities for the Super Bowl.
Yep.
We got a chance to see them, Rob. They actually played the Eagles and the Chiefs into the dome for the media night, where the players, of course, speak one-on-one with reporters from all over the world. And so they were some of the first musicians that media from all over the world got to see as they were ushering in the two Super Bowl teams that night.
It's incredible to me, Arthur, that, the Marching 100, they don't have 30-something sousaphones, but they still achieve that same
they do.
sound.
They do. You mentioned them having a big year. I think they also went to Normandy.
That's true. They did.
Right, and we have a very special band entering right behind them now. The Warren East End High School Marching Band, the alma mater of our very own Arthur Hardy.
Fighting Eagles, 3019 Canal Street.
There they are. Arthur, did you play in this band?
I did in 1960.
The trombone, right?
Yep, 1962 through 1965, yeah. A couple of years ago. Great memories.
And you still work very closely with the school and the band program, correct?
I'm more involved in general with the school with fundraising than the band, but proud to be a part of it.
It's just so wonderful to see it.
We're blessed to have a lot of good high school bands in New Orleans. And when I say New Orleans, I mean, you know, the area including St. Tammany, Metairie, of course, St. Bernard.
Just so, I mean, it's wonderful because we've got these amazing bands coming from across the country, right? And these, they really, really deserve to be here.
Yep.
And then in that same breath, we have the bands from right down the street.
Yep.
That are still just so good.
You know, I went to the Super Bowl parade, and I told one of my friends there, and I keep repeating this all weekend because, first of all, that was a really awesome parade that I think really showed people who wouldn't typically get that opportunity what they can experience if they come back from Mardi Gras a few weeks later. But the one thing I said to my friend during that parade was, look at all the kids who play music in this region. And they are not just playing music. These kids are skilled, they're talented, and they have access to some even more skilled and talented legends in the music world who work with them any and every time they can to help grow the next generation of musicians that go out into this world. But they're getting their start right here. And they do this for days on end, back to back to back days, sometimes at night and then the morning and the next day for those early parades.
That's a really great segue, Kelsey, because there's someone standing right next to us who has helped grow those musicians.
Absolutely.
And it was at this school, Brother Mark.
Yes. And I think they're coming down the street soon too, aren't they? Yeah, I was fortunate to be a teacher there from 1973 to 1989. And recently a scholarship was endowed in my name, which I'm very proud of, to help needy students. And it's a fine school. And I mentioned we've got so many good programs here in town. Yep. And then the visiting bands that come bring something else to the table. So there's a lot of variety in Mardi Gras parades.
So it may not be fully translating at home on your TV, but the Brother Martin Band has decked out their drums and sousaphones with LED lighting.
Looks like neon.
Really embracing the Mardi Gras.
Remember neon, folks?
Yes, and the light up aspect that is Endymion. Everyone expects that light up. And they're like when in Rome.
Endymionized their instruments.
Absolutely. All right, coming in right behind Brother Martin, we have the St. Mary's Academy Marching Band. Also, just a fixture of the Mardi Gras season for us.
So you see this wide shot, you really get an idea of what's happening here as the bands come through. There are literally 3 or 4 bands in the dome. They're not stopping. It's their time.
Not. Good pace tonight.
The parade of bands, as we'd like to call it.
And you know, these bands that travel, it costs a fortune to bring a band to town. Transportation, housing, food, instrument repairs if something is damaged, band uniforms have to be cleaned. They are paid a small stipend to participate, but it doesn't nearly cover the expenses. But it's a trip of a lifetime, and as I said, you'll see a band that will come sometimes a little cautiously, not sure what they're going to find when they get here. And all the kids say, can we go back next year, the next year?
St. Mary's Academy has been saying that for, 59 years now, because they've been performing in every single Endymion parade.
Yep, that's quite a record, huh?
Only one of 2 bands that have marched in every Endymion parade, that is. Pretty cool stuff there.
once again, that's St. Mary's Academy there. As they march through their 59th march in Endymion. Followed right behind them, North Shore Band also has Endymionized their sousaphones. Look at them, the LED lights that they put on these guys are
these are color changing lights.
Twisting and twirling. This is Salmon High School. It makes me wonder, is there a company that's just making sousaphone lights?
I wish I had the concession. Everybody's gotten into the act, huh?
Well, you know, light up is king now, and they have so many different light up battery packs, and they're really interesting ways that costumes and now instruments can be lit.
Yeah, and throws, my goodness, there's so many. I saw last night in the Hermes Parade, they were throwing tapes that had about 40 different lights on them.
They were throwing them?
Yes, well, handing them out. You know,
well, I mean, they were giving them away.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, they weren't so heavy that they would hurt anybody, but it was so valued that you just didn't indiscriminately throw it. You'd hand it to somebody, and to see the expression of their faces when they lit up, people would wear them. I mean, it was just amazing. So what will be next? I wish I could invent something like that. But lighting is really important now in Carnival.
Welcome to St. High School marching band.
Speaking of lighting, we'll see some new lighting on some of the Endymion floats each year. They up their game a bit, and we'll see some of that tonight.
I think we're keeping things on the North Shore, Rob, with this next band. You might know them for their smooth dance moves, but they are also pretty fire musicians. St. Paul's band. We got the dancers up front, but of course those band members get down.
The
we all
Marching
know
Wolves. I like their fits too.
They're the dancingest band in St. James.
They really are.
And they've always done this. I mean, for decades, they've been different in that way. They play and they put on a show.
There they go.
Look at them. There they go. Man, I love it. It brings me back. I only ever, 1 year at Fontainebleau High School, Arthur, I had the opportunity to march in, I think it was a Groove Eve, with a baritone saxophone.
Really?
And that was just some of the most fun I had. It's just, you see them down there enjoying it, smiles on their faces.
Yep.
I mean, this is a special moment.
Well, Barry Sax is like the sousaphone of the woodwind.
Oh, yeah,
that's a heavy horn.
It was a big old horn.
Yes, it was.
The Marching Wolves making their way through the dome right now, taking in the crowd, seeing all the sights, just really enjoying it. There you go. How about that wink?
Oh.
Yeah, the folks at home are going to remember that. And you're going to also remember this next band that is making their way into the dome right now, the Abrams Science Academy High School Marching Band.
And this is their 8th Endymion parade. There they go.
Taking a look right now at some of the other members of the marching crew from Abrams that they're making their way into the dome right now. You've got your dancers, your flag team, some other folks there making their way in, and then right behind them, oh, the band is hustling. Oh, they're moving and grooving.
Yes, they are.
You're going to get to see them in just a second as they make the bend down across the 30-yard line, heading toward the 50-yard line.
And Rob, I'm getting some ground reports from friends in the crowd. They're saying these bands are killing it.
Yeah.
They say they sound, because we're kind of hearing a lot of, all of them at once up where we are. So I'm sure you at home and of course our friends down on the floor here inside.
The beats are syncing though. The beats per minute, they must have all talked about it.
They did, they had a meeting.
They got it on point.
But
no beat sync needed in this.
I'm hearing that these bands, again, this is the end of the route. They've been probably on the route since 10 this morning or so. And they still sound great here.
Come on. You gotta love it. Taking a look right now at the Chapelettes. They feature with the Rummel Raiders marching band. Big shout out to Rummel coming out on the route yesterday morning for us, waking up the neighbors in the best way possible. If you don't love that, do you love Carnival? That's the real question, right?
That was great to see.
Yeah, we love it.
From Metairie, you know, nice blend tonight of Catholic schools and public schools.
Absolutely.
And this is one of the better ones. Of course, the Chapelettes are dancing from Archbishop Chapelle, right?
And not to be outdone, they also have Endymionized some of their instruments
I like
banners.
Do you see the Chapelettes have on light up rings?
Oh, how about that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. You can see it.
Endymionized. That's a great word, Rob.
Yeah, I just coined it tonight. You use it.
The crew will start using that.
Yeah.
You do know that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you'll be owed royalties, which I was flipping.
We also got to give a big shout out to whoever is operating the spotlight in the dome right now, because they have just been like, the way they're going through on the drum majors, following them around. Pretty impressive work. It's the little things for me.
Speaking of credit goes to the family that each year has the job of booking these bands. The Gonzalez family goes back to the Mendelsohn family that started doing this in like the 1930s. The same family still is involved. Of course, that was long before Endymion, but been around for almost a century. bringing music and groups from around the country to New Orleans.
That can't be too difficult booking bands for Endymion, right? Is it just people are waiting for them?
Oh, absolutely they are, but you still have to contact them. You have to convince the band parents club that, hey, it's a safe trip, it's a fun trip, and congratulations to them for doing this year after year after year.
And I believe there was one other band in the parade, Citadel, but I don't believe they're marching in, unless there's a lull, which we have not seen with these bands,
as the Brummel Raiders make their way through the dome, enjoying it. We are almost there, y'all. The floats.
The best part.
Are making
the bands are amazing, but the floats in the dome. It just makes me smile thinking about that first year I was in here covering the extravaganza, and there were certain moments where I forgot I was on TV, and I just found myself mesmerized by these floats that were seemingly floating through here with just showers of throws coming off them in every direction. And the colors, the lights, the energy was something that I've not since experienced, and I'm really excited to see it tonight.
All right, well, we don't want you to miss any of that right now as Brummel makes that final lap around the dome. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back with more Endymion extravaganza.
Fox 8 men's formal wear for the Endymion extravaganza, provided by Tuxedos to Go.
Bank Plus keeps life moving. Because 99% of banking doesn't happen at the bank. Or at least it shouldn't. We're doing our best job when you don't have to think about it.
Let's make an offer.
When all you see is possibility.
We expand the kitchen in there. We'll make it all back in 6 months.
And you don't have to ask. Because life sure doesn't.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's really bad.
And we're here for it. All of it.
Weird, but beautiful.
Bank Plus. It's more than a name. It's a promise.
Got your tax refund? Stretch it further with Go Auto low-cost car insurance. At Go Auto, we understand your need for affordable coverage. That's why we have no commission agents or hidden fees eating at your savings. With Go Auto, you can save up to 30% or more on your car insurance. Go Auto has one focus, low-cost car insurance, so we can save you more. For a fast, free quote, go online at GoAutoInsurance.com. Call 1-833-700-0000 or stop by a location near you.
You're invited. The Rooms to Go anniversary sale is going on now. So get ready to save big on beautiful furniture with interest-free financing until January 2030. Yes, 2030. Shop amazing styles, incredible room packages, all at great anniversary sale prices, plus special bonus buys. That's right, great sale prices and interest-free financing until January 2030. You get both. Come on. The Rooms to Go anniversary sale is going on now.
Sunday at 6:30, it's the Pels and the Jazz on the Gulf Coast Sports and Entertainment Network. Your home for Pelicans basketball.
Let's see some heavy downpours, showers and storms, anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of rain.
If it comes down quickly, you could start running into street flooding.
We're tracking a flood risk as we go into your Friday morning commute. As much as 2 to 3 inches of rain will be a possibility.
As that rain continues, behind it, the weekend dries out, but we do turn breezy.
We're not as cold tonight, but we're increasing the heavy rain threat.
Where we see some isolated storms popping up.
The Fox 8 weather app, sponsored by LAS Shutters and Windows.
It's carnival time, and all your favorite crews are in full force. Get complete Mardi Gras coverage across the metro area right here on Fox 8. Tuesday, starting at 4 a.m. on the Fox 8 Morning Edition. Watch it live, or stream that on the go at fox8live.com or our Fox 8 News app. Join in on the celebration with Fox 8, your carnival authority. Sponsored by Southern Air, LCMC, Rouse's, and Steve's RV.
It's the sweetest time of the year. Time for you to decide whose king cake is supreme.
The NOLA Now King of Cake Challenge is back. Vote now. Your favorite baker is waiting to rise to the top. Go to nolanow.com/bracket to vote now. The NOLA Now King of Cake Challenge is sponsored by Sergi's Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical, now part of Southern Air of New Orleans.
You're watching live coverage of the Endymion Parade and Extravaganza, sponsored by Beads by the Dozen, Mardi Gras World, and Bank Plus.
to the Superdome where Endymion Extravaganza 2025 is underway. We got a parade inside, folks. The parade is here.
Casa Samba.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You see those Endymion letters making their way through as the captain's float is approaching. Some samba dancers.
In the very first Endymion parade, they had cheerleaders that had those letters across their chests. And they brought that back for the 50th anniversary as a surprise to the captain. Didn't know anything about it. And now, of course, they have these lighted walking figures or walkers holding these letters. And it's pretty neat. For a second, I thought they had spelled Endymion wrong, but they've got it.
No, they got it.
One guy gets out of line, we've got a real problem.
Absolutely. All right, then we looks like we're still seeing Casa Samba there, but we have the captain's float is making its entrance with the fire.
There we go.
We got fireworks. Hey.
The captain of the crew of Endymion, Captain Dan Kelly, and his riding lieutenants.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
How many tons of pyro did we say, Rob?
60,000.
Well, it's like 35 or so going off right now.
All there in,
in
the loge section, right behind the field goals.
Back home, celebrating the big return home to the Dome. This is where this extravaganza belongs. This parade belongs.
It absolutely does.
Nothing like this.
I mean, you start to feel it now. You really get to feel it as we go through the rest of the night. Goodness gracious, the pyrotechnics on point. And it's
wow.
It's interesting, you know, how this all started, right, Arthur? The Endymion had to scramble one year to find a place to have their event, and said, hey, maybe we'll ask the whole Superdome place.
I didn't know that story until I heard you telling it a few days ago, but for people at home who hadn't heard the story, what happened?
Well,
it was a fluke, right?
They were at the River Gate for 3 years, and they oversold it, and they couldn't give people their monies back because the tickets had been organized alphabetically. So who was the last, 3,000 came to the Superdome, and as they say, the rest is history. Since 1981, this has been their home. And this building is why Endymion can build a parade like this with the money they make selling tickets, which allows them to have the celebrities they get. So it feeds itself, and this building owes a lot to Endymion and vice versa, too.
And then I heard the story earlier about the reason Endymion was selected as the name of the parade and the crew was because of a horse.
That's right.
Running at the racetrack that very day or that time, named Endymion,
Ed Muniz, the captain, founder, lived.
Yeah, and you're going to actually see when we take a look at the captain's float here, you're going to see there's a house. You see it right there on the end. That house actually depicts Ed Muniz's home that he grew up in on Dabney Street, and that's where this all developed, right there in Chantilly. So really cool tribute to Ed. It's something that's always going to be the foundation of this parade.
Ed was the longest serving marshal captain for all in the history of marshal. He passed away 3 years ago.
Okay, it's way more than 60 tons of pyro in here. Way.
I like those fire machines. I need one of those in my house.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah, we need one.
No, Lynn is like, absolutely not.
Man.
There's our captain.
And this is the Founders Tribute Float. That's coming around the bend right now.
And on the front of that is a replica of the statue that's outside of
right outside Delgado, right?
Orleans Street.
Right where the parade rolls.
Yep.
And they're rolling these floats in pretty quickly. Right behind this float we have the Grand Marshal of the parade, Olivia Dunn. You might know her as Livy. Livy Dunn, that is. LSU gymnast, massive social media star.
But there's that Muniz tribute float again that was modified with that bronze statue that depicts Ed and the young Endymion, Indy, as he's now known.
And it's always so interesting how much stuff they have to throw still once they get in here.
Yeah, they got to save something up, right? All right, let's see if we can spot our Grand Marshal, Livy Dunn. If you don't know her, also known as Olivia Dunn, the Grand Marshal of 2025 Endymion Parade, the most followed college athlete with 8 million TikTok followers.
Look how many Instagram followers she has, though. 5.3 million.
That's wow. That I'm closing in on that, but
there she, you see her up top? There she is.
Hey, Livy, throw us something way up here.
You know, Rob. Come on, throw something. Has a rather famous boyfriend.
We were joking about that. You know, obviously the Grand Marshal has, you know, friends, family, and whatnot. We were wondering if we might see Paul Skeens up there too. But yeah, it's spring training, and
he's kind of busy.
Kelsey brought up a good point. Like, they probably don't want him just chucking.
No. And you know, it would have been a challenge.
Yeah.
Or there'd be challenges all up and down the route. I know you can throw farther than that, and then his arms. Then he's injured, and then we got problems. So this is probably for the best.
Throwing the balloon.
Exactly.
See Livy waving to the fans right now. I bet you she just had a time, right?
Oh.
That's the coolest thing, is to talk to the folks when they get off the float.
Yeah.
Especially if they hadn't done this before.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it is an incredible moment. Look at the smile on her face. She's loving it.
She's taking.
How about that dress too? Look at that.
That's what I said. Is that? Oh wait, I thought she was wearing a fur coat. That dress is
it's
incredible.
A green sort of like.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. The crowd goes wild.
Yeah.
You know, I've had the chance through the years of interviewing a lot of celebrities who've been everywhere, done everything, won Academy Awards and all, and they're blown away by this. It's, you know, we didn't know what to expect. We heard about it, but there's nothing like this in the world of entertainment. You know, you can't be prepared for it. They're really keeping this parade moving tonight, too.
I mean,
her float's got a lot of stuff coming off of it.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh yeah. She's really.
And
getting the crowd going there, right behind them.
Float number 3 right behind her, and this is they're calling it a celebrity float. This float is actually honoring the EMS and police officers, New Orleans police officers who responded on the January 1st terror attack. So they are on that float that's actually passing in front of the stage right now. You kind of saw a quick glimpse of it, but that was float number 3, and then right behind that, we got some more. We got some more royalty.
You're taking a look at some maids right here. Now the maids that you are looking at, that actually I believe is going to be. Okay, let's see. We're back on. All right, so this is Caroline Mary Peters. She is depicting Parsifal and the Holy Grail, which is one of the things in the theme here, the secret teachings of all ages. She's the daughter of Dr. Mark Peters and Dr. Michelle Simon of Houma, Louisiana. And she's a graduate of University of Memphis.
And notice the costumes on these maids.
Oh, yeah.
They're beautiful.
It's incredible work there. We'll go through the rest of the maids quickly here. Miss Sophia Elizabeth Hodgson, depicted with fish, insects, animals, reptiles, and birds. We like that. The daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Robert Hodgson out of Baton Rouge. Sophia is currently a senior at St. Joseph's Academy. We also have Miss Shelby Nicole Davis. So Shelby Nicole Davis there is depicting the Yggdrasil and the 9 realms. That's a really cool one there. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But she's from Mount Carmel, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. William Davis Kenner. And right behind her is Miss Tatum Claire Begnaud, depicting the contents of the zodiacal egg, the daughter of Miss Rebecca Jean Lepresto and the late Mr. Jacob Begnaud. She is attending the Academy of Sacred Heart, and for now, I know they've been having some fun.
Oh yeah,
down there.
this party has been rocking. First of all, this band has been going for, I don't know, we've lost kind of track of time.
Keep it groovy.
But we're up kind of giving you a bird's eye view, or we have a bird's eye view. But Olivia, Vidal, and Garland Gillen.
They got field passes.
They got field passes. We didn't get those. So let's check in with them and see what they're seeing down on the ground. Hey, guys.
Hey, that's right. The Dream Team is back together again, but we're back at the Dome for the first time, our 3rd time together.
Garland, I love co-hosting with you on the floor, but I gotta say, the most exciting part is being in the Dome for the first time for the Endymion Extravaganza. It is electric in here, and listen, they are throwing some good stuff. We got the light-up beads, we got the visors that say Endymion, and you got the light-up sticks, and it says, back home in the Dome, baby. We love to see it. We love to see it.
I know, we've been getting bombed so far here on the road. Oh, I like that. Can't mess up the hair, though.
Put it on.
No, you know how long I worked on this hair today?
We'll get it on him just a little bit.
Not yet,
We'll get it going.
Yeah, but yes, we're back in the Dome. Olivia and I have been together for 3 years. Here's our first time back in here. Love the convention center, but this is the place to be. They're doing a little crossover right now with the revelers.
Of course.
But we just saw Libby Dunn. A lot of LSU love tonight in this building.
A lot of LSU love, and seeing Libby Dunn, she looked like she was having such a blast up there.
I'm Cheryl Landrew.
And I'm Walter Isaacson.
And we would like to invite you to the New Orleans Book Festival at Tulane University.
The festival includes conversations and panels with best-selling authors and thinkers.
I don't know, you've been having a pretty good time too. You waved at every single marching band that came by.
You got to. Those kids marched at least 6 miles, if not more, with those instruments, not missing a beat, entertaining the crowds. Some of those instruments have the lights on them. You gotta wave. Know that you're supporting them.
You were very consistent.
Gotta be.
I mean, you bring the energy. I'm gonna try to bring.
Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of your shell, Garland. I'll get you dancing in no time.
Every year we're together. I start off kind of slow. You start off like at 100. I gotta build my way up.
It's Mardi Gras.
50, 60, 70, 80, 100.
We'll get you out of your shell. He's gonna dance. Don't worry. We're gonna get him dancing.
I might dance it. We got, the music. We got the energy behind us right now.
We are front row, okay? So, look, this is the barricades right here. We are front row in front of the front row. You can see the folks here near the captain's table having a blast, getting into the party mood. And I gotta say, Garland, being in the front row is a little exciting, but a lot terrifying. When those guys start throwing the throws, you gotta duck, you gotta weave, you gotta bob, you gotta watch out.
It's gonna be scary. I got some glow lights already. What was this that we caught here, Olivia?
Let's see. This is pretty cool. Oh, it's a fleur-de-lis light-up wand. These are awesome. Check this out.
So we've been getting bombed already. So
I might take this home with me. I like this.
I mean, you believe we get paid for this? This is awesome. We got front row.
Paid to party.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, we're having a great time inside, but let's send it out to Gallier Hall.
Hey, Pocky, wait.
All righty, I'll tell you, we're having a ball.
We are having a ball. I mean, Bruce, you have a ball.
I think we're outdoing them. I mean, we got a ball.
Yo.
Everything is back in the Dome, which of course, Frisbee, all that. And wait, a pig. You can hear it. And check it out. Back in the Dome. I don't think they've gotten any of that kind of stuff.
No, I mean, we've been doing a lot of hard work out here, you guys. As you can see, our lovely photographer, Edwin, got this for me.
Those are beautiful. Fleur-de-lis, blinking.
My catch, I'm not really good at catching, but I can see something I want, and I got it. And it's just been a blast out here.
It really has. Gallier Hall, this area is packed. Of course, you've got all the mayor and all the council people over there, but over here we have just bleachers and bleachers of people, and it is absolutely packed. And I mean, what kind of backdrop can you get other than New Orleans? I mean, check it out. This is float number 31 the Atlantean Mystery Temple. And again, it is a double-decker float, has about 230 riders on it, and they are just absolutely having a ball. And, I mean, there you go. They almost hit you again, Lord. You almost have to turn around and watch what you're doing here. But it has been an amazing night here at Gallagher Hall. So right now we are on float number 31. We've got 5 more floats to go here. And then, of course, it is all just about caught a football.
We are getting
just about to the Superdome all night long.
No, it's been a great time, you guys. We have seen bands from across the country. We have seen people from everywhere. They're just so excited to be here, and I will say they are not stingy with these throws. As you can see, we've racked up, but the people underneath us across from Gallagher Hall have been getting everything that has not been able to go into these grandstands. But when I tell you the lighting, the technology that they use in Endymion is just fantastic.
It's just amazing. It's just amazing. So I'll tell you what, we're going to, I guess, kind of wrap it up here in just a few minutes. And, of course, they're going to take it all the way through the evening in the Dome. But we're having a blast here, and I enjoyed working with you. It's a lot of fun. I mean, we're getting a lot of stuff here. And I want to see, I'm going to be watching later on to see what they get. So let's go back to the Dome now and see what's going on there, guys. Take it away.
Her Majesty, the Queen of Endymion, is Elizabeth Lustow. Hail Endymion!
And we are back in the Dome. The Queen of Endymion has just arrived. Miss Elizabeth Lustow, excuse me, a freshman at LSU, member of Delta Gamma sorority. She's currently pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Marketing at the business school at LSU. She graduated from Mount Carmel High School. Of course, was heavily involved, but look at this. Oh my goodness, this costume is absolutely stunning that she's wearing. A white gown and white bottom, heavily beaded, with Austrian crystals, fringe, and yards of rhinestone banding. She looks absolutely stunning. And right behind her is the king of Endymion.
King of Endymion there, Endymion 59, Jeffrey David Pisto Jr. As he greets his subjects.
And he is selected by blind draw. And if you ever thought the contest was fixed, there have been people trying for 50 years to be king. This guy's a first-year member. His number's both.
It's incredible, and Endymion is unique in the way that they select the king. You know, every man can be a king. Where some of these other crews, you may never have a shot. There's different things you have to do, whatnot. But
every man has a chance.
That's really what makes this parade so wonderful.
And we are rocking and rolling. We got float number 8 coming right in behind Papa Joe's SS Endymion. And all I'm seeing is just lights flying on the float and flying off of the float. They are throwing.
All right.
So happy to be back in the Dome.
They are getting excited out there. We're just getting into the parade. We don't want you to miss a thing. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back home in the Dome.
I'm Cheryl Landrew.
And I'm Walter Isaacson.
And we would like to invite you to the New Orleans Book Festival at Tulane University.
The festival includes conversations and panels with best-selling authors and thinkers on a wide variety of topics.
This free 3-day gathering celebrates the rich literary history of one of the most storied cities in America, with authors coming from around the world.
Visit bookfest.tulane.edu for more information.
Celebrating the spirit of Carnival. Here's Arthur Hardy's Mardi Gras Moment, sponsored by LCMC Health.
And so that city over there is all Polar Express. And so we just haven't put the snow in there yet.
I mean, what's incredible is that you've been able to do so many things, Dan, from Endymion to Beads by the Dozen to Maddie in the barn here in Folsom.
Arthur Hardy's Mardi Gras Moment, sponsored by LCMC Health. Ready to roll.
LCMC Health, LCMC Health. They got 8 New Orleans hospitals, keeping you well. Ring the bell, we got something to tell.
Ron Kincaid and the Fox 8 sports team have all the biggest news from the world of sports.
Remember, it's not final until it's on the final play.
Here at Beads by the Dozen, we have the best selection of beads and throws.
Beads by the Dozen is the king of beads and so much more.
Lighted beads, chain beads, long beads, fancy beads.
Footballs, soccer balls, lighted balls, and more.
Everyone wants to catch all the great throws that come from Beads by the Dozen. You'll find aisles and aisles of plush toys, stress items, trinkets, gifts, and more.
Get all your beads and footballs from Beads by the Dozen.
Weekdays 9 to 6:30, Saturdays 10 to 5.
Fox 8 is moving on up
to a new home.
Now you can watch us like never before.
With state-of-the-art next-gen technology, Gray Media and Fox 8 make a huge investment in our community,
giving us more power to sound the first alert.
Soon all your news will come from right here.
And from over here. And we'll throw in a little flavor from over here.
And of course, we've got your sports.
All of this because you, our friends and neighbors, continue to support us.
Thank you for watching Fox 8.
During severe weather, every second counts. With unmatched weather experience and unmatched weather technology, as you would expect from your weather authority, Fox 8 utilizes two complete state-of-the-art weather systems. Our exclusive Viper radar delivers the data, allowing you to see the storm in the highest resolution possible, keeping you ahead of the storm and giving you that crucial time needed if your neighborhood is in danger. Stay safe, stay weather aware, stay with Fox 8, your weather authority. You're watching live coverage of the Endymion Parade and Extravaganza, sponsored by Beads by the Dozen, Mardi Gras World, and Bank Plus.
Welcome back to the Endymion Extravaganza. We are live in the Dome, back home in the Dome, as Endymion rolls for its 59th time. Right now, the maids and the royalty are exiting their floats. They'll make their way to the captain's table, which you see there, the large stage. Look at that backdrop. It really is a beautiful piece. That's the captain or the king's table there. So you'll have family and friends up there, the who's who, all gathering. And right on that stage is where Katy Perry and Train will play Meet Virginia.
And
I can't wait to.
And baby, it's a firework. And speaking of fireworks, there have been fireworks, literal ones in here already. They no expenses spared on the pyro this year. In fact, there's a bit of a haze and a kind of a gun smoky smell in the air because of all the pyro that's been going on.
Oh, yeah.
Now that there's a pause in the parade, you can really just see that haze with all of the strobe lights and stuff in here.
So right now, what's happening? They're getting off of the maid floats, and the king and the queen exit their floats. Libby Dunn as well, so that they can come and enjoy the party. They're making their way up to the captain's table, and then the rest of the floats will come in, and that is when the real cacophony of lights begins, as all the stuff makes its way into the crowd. New this year, Arthur, in the Dome, correct me if I'm wrong, they have more people than ever, 22,000, but I'm seeing a lot more people up in the stands here in the plaza level that would normally, right, if you were up here, there wasn't really an opportunity to maybe catch something, but it looks like they've really made it easy for those riders. I mean, they got a good arm, but to reach some of the crowds up there, and I'm seeing them, they already got a bunch of stuff too.
I think it's a new configuration of part of the seating arrangement, and I think it's going to work out fine. You're right, though. You're going to have to have a good arm to get throws up here. I think we're safe. We're not going to get hit in anything, but
darn.
And while we kind of have a pause, as you mentioned, the maids are getting off, and of course the royalty getting off of their floats and coming up to enjoy the party. Before this next big float comes in, I'm sure the guests here today are really also enjoying these renovations. The Dome, last time we were here, didn't look quite like this, and these upgrades are awesome. The bathroom situation, I'm sure, is most enjoyable for people because, of course, the Dome needed help in that regard, and it is fixed for sure. So this is a great facility to come. Absolutely, a great facility for everybody to come back home to.
You're taking
for
a
Endymion
look right now at one of Endymion's classic floats, and the Endymion Welcome to the Mardi Gras float. This one is filled with riders from Baton Rouge. It's a crew within a crew.
The whole crew.
And they, I mean, that's the coolest thing. You were talking about it earlier, Arthur, that you've got people that come to Mardi Gras, they check it out, they have a good time, and they want to be a part of it, and they make it part of their lives. And that's what these guys have done. We talked to them last year. I know they're always excited. Look how big that float is, too.
It's 108 people in that crew. 108 people in a two-part float, if you will, tandem float there.
And it's such a cool float, too, because it really does just depict Carnival and what it all embodies. You see the Superdome there, you see the French Quarter, and then, of course, a nice little jester on the front to get us all laughing.
9,000 lights illuminating the jester.
You counted every one of those?
I did, just now.
Dang.
I did it so fast, you didn't even see it.
I knew you were good at counting.
You know, when you realize the first Endymion parade had 165 men,
wow.
Just look at this float. I mean, the growth has been phenomenal. I don't think Ed Muniz had any idea what he started. I mean, I know he didn't. I did have the chance to see that first parade long before we started publishing our magazine. I was just a Mardi Gras freak like everybody else, went to every parade, and it was a very unremarkable parade with rented floats through Carrollton. No one knew it was going to grow into this, but we sure are blessed with his vision that look what he's produced.
Nice little ground level shot.
There we go.
Of the welcome to the Mardi Gras. Yeah,
whoa,
we're putting you in the, what I would call this the captain's seat, or, you know, but you're right there in the thick of it, so you can catch beads at home. Just have like your kid or someone go stand by the TV with some beads and throw them to you while you sit on the couch.
And then it's like
you're
you're here. Then it's like you're right in the parade.
And then let your kid sit on the couch and do it back to them. They don't have to do all the work.
Yeah. Let your kid enjoy the at-home parade, too.
And if you're a kid watching right now, have your parents do it.
Yeah.
And you don't have to clean your room.
Yes, you do, Rob.
Just tonight.
Well, you know, they have to clean it, but after Mardi Gras.
All right, fine.
All right, looks like welcome to the Mardi Gras stopped right in front of the stage, and the Kings and the
let's go down
stable. Yeah, let's actually go down there.
Olivia's down there right now. What you got?
Hey guys, we're out here on the ground. Gardel and I split up so we can get the better view down there, but you can see this massive float right here. I'm standing in front of it. Guys are throwing stuff, I mean, left and right. They're just unloading this float onto the crowd here in front of the captain's table. Big crowd here, lots of throws, lots of light up beads.
Go try to catch something.
You're trying to catch, okay, I'll try and catch something. Come on, Drew, come down here. Woo, there we go, we got a bead. They're all throwing up here. Watch out, Drew. I'm watching you back, you gotta watch it back. You always gotta keep your eye out for the photographer on the route who's trying to give all these throws to the fans out
Drew
here.
can get a bead. There you go, Drew.
Is this for Drew? That's for you.
Hey, that was for Drew, not for Olivia.
Thank you.
A pretty girl always
That's how you do the Mardi Gras, baby. That's how you do the Mardi Gras.
She's going to keep
This is amazing. Front row. But even the people way in the back are getting the throws too. These guys are throwing the beads to the far people in the back. Footballs. Light up. Oh. Wait till you see what I just got. Check this out.
We're waiting.
We're waiting. Hold on. Here we go.
We're waiting.
Here we go. Rob, you're going to be jealous. I'm done. This is everything. I'm going to wear these on Lundy Gras, on Fat Tuesday. I might even bring them to the beach.
Oh, yeah, Olivia.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah, Olivia.
Woohoo! I'm going to need a bag for all my throws. I got a visor. I got a light up stick.
I don't know if you can see Olivia, but right now,
check that out.
we take this shot quickly.
You know what's so cool? That's the Superdome on these throws.
They already have the glasses.
Boom.
You can't help but dance.
I got
you
the
get all these
glasses.
throws? Look, girl, help you out. There you go. Woo! All about reaching and helping the people get their throws. Sometimes it doesn't make it quite over the barricade, but we got them.
Olivia, are you like the gopher out there? Like if it falls short, you're picking it up and then handing
You know
it
what?
off?
I'm happy to help. Sometimes you think you got something, and then you accidentally drop it, and it's a little too far to reach, and I got their back. You know, there's some guys playing with a football, tossing it back and forth from one side of the route to the other side. Didn't quite make it. I had to go grab it and toss it over there.
Well, Olivia, there's another float that you might want to, you got to get a bag quickly because this other float right behind you has
I'm out of breath. I'm already out of breath.
You saw it like literally in the last minute. Olivia had 2 beads on, and now
I'm usually against picking stuff off the ground, but some of this stuff is too good. It's too much fun.
Olivia, you need to ask somebody for a bag. You need a bag.
Oh, don't worry. There's bags on the ground.
Grab one of those bags right there. Get that one. There you go.
Woo! There we go. Secured the bag.
There you go.
Secured the bag. All right, come on up here, Drew. We got another float to catch.
Oh, there's
Dom. This is the secret teachings of all ages. Check it out. It's beautiful.
The tidal float there, Liv.
The tidal float. This is beautiful. All right, here we go. You ready, Drew? You ready? You ready? My photographer, Drew, there. Woohoo! We got him over here. We got him. Visors. I like these visors. They'll come in handy for Jazz Fest. Keep the sun off your face. All right. The light up beads are the best. Woohoo! All right. What's that? A fun boa. Wow, look at that.
A fun boa.
Oh, watch out, Drew. You're gonna get hit with the beads. I like that they're all having so much fun on the floats. Of course, they've had a long ride today. Crew of Endymion there. Lots of partying going on. Hey, throw me something. Woohoo! I love it. Too much fun. The tidal float there rolling away. But look at them tossing to the crowd. We got the crowd. Let's go see. Are y'all having fun? We're having the best night ever. Best night ever. I'd love to hear it. Hail Endymion is the best night of the year. Hail Endymion. That's exactly right. Hail Endymion. And the party is just getting started. We have so many more floats to catch here on the ground. Level up. Wow, look at this float.
All right, so Olivia, that is the Grand Man of Zohar.
I gotta say, Rob, it's a little hard to hear you down here on the ground level. The music is rocking, the people are cheering, and I'm trying not to scream into this microphone. I'm already someone who projects their voice really loud, so I'm trying not to blow out everyone's eardrums. Here we go. Hey, throw me something. Woohoo! We got it. All right. Check it out. Everyone's having so much fun. Yeah, get in there. Get it over there. Ow. They got me in the head, y'all. They done got me in the head. I told you I needed to get a helmet. I forgot this year. Throw me something, mister. Let's go. Woo-hoo. Oh, yeah. We're throwing. We're catching, or at least trying to. Trying to dodge the beads. Trying to keep your eye open for all of it. Flying. This one landed right on my head.
Nice.
It didn't hurt. I mean, it's pretty light, but they are coming out here with some big bag of beads.
It's looking good, Olivia. You're doing a great job down there catching.
Thanks,
all
Rob.
those
You know I need that support. I'm out of breath,
us.
so I gotta say.
I can't wait to see you share it. All right, so we just had the Grand Man
Lots of
Zohar
chasing.
go by. And then this next float coming up, Olivia, is one of my
Pythagoras,
potential
your
favorites.
favorite.
Exactly, Pythagoras of Crotina.
The Pythagoras, that's your favorite.
One of my favorites. He's one of the first people to call himself a philosopher. And we all know his theorem, right?
Yeah, it's your favorite theory, right?
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Make
All
sure
right?
it doesn't-
And how
and
is
what do
that
you-
useful?
yeah, what do
You
you
put
use-
that together, it helps you catch stuff from the floats.
Oh,
Gotcha.
It helps you define the area of a triangle, and then you can catch anything.
I love it.
So this float is this parade's educational, is what you're telling me.
Oh, yes, always.
We're going to learn something tonight.
You are going to learn a lot tonight. One thing you're going to learn is how to catch all the throws. Olivia's showing you that. Look at the necks. Look at the necks of people. You will see no necks.
No empty necks
No
around here.
empty necks out there. They're going to be covered with beads as they go by. A couple of really great floats here. The theme this year, really interesting. The secret teachings of all ages. You know, we were talking about it there earlier in the broadcast, and it's one that really covers all of these different mystics and legends and lore from all these different cultures. So we're going to get a little taste of everything as the parade comes through here.
And it looks like they're kind of pausing a little bit because you have to maneuver to get these big floats into the dome. So they have like maybe 3 or 4 at a time. They go out, and then more come in, because it's a wide hallway they're using, but it's not that wide.
No.
So we're going to take, while the parade's kind of taking the break to get more floats in here, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back live from the Dome. Endymion Extravaganza 2025 in just a moment.
Fox 8 men's formal wear for the Endymion Extravaganza, provided by Tuxedos to Go.
Experience the magic of Mardi Gras any time of the year. Come tour Mardi Gras World, where master artists bring carnival to life. Or bring the magic to your special event. From intimate gatherings to large parties, Mardi Gras World's River City Venues has the perfect location for your next celebration. Experience the magic. Visit MardiGrasWorld.com today.
In sports, to achieve greatness, you go big or go home. That's why during the Rooms to Go anniversary sale, we're going big. 20/30 interest-free financing bid. First, save big on the furniture you buy, then finance and pay no interest until January 2030. Not 1 penny of interest. Yes, you get both. Low anniversary sale prices, plus easy to manage 20/30 interest-free financing. So let's go. Shop the Rooms to Go anniversary sale today.
The Pels take flight to Utah to challenge the Jazz. Just a reminder, New Orleans may be home of jazz, but now we're birds of a different feather. Tune in for a game you don't want to miss. Watch it here, watch it live, watch it free. No subscription required. Sunday at 6:30, it's the Pels and the Jazz right here on the Gulf Coast Sports and Entertainment Network. Your home for Pelicans basketball.
7 hours
of news that matters to you. We're your guide for the day ahead.
The Fox 8 Morning Edition. Weekdays starting at 4. Local first.
This Mardi Gras, make Raising Cane's the first stop for your second line. Get your crew something to chew with the most craveable hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers and jugs of fresh-made tea and lemonade. And get extra saucy with a Cane's doubloon for just $1 that scores you extra cane sauce through April 18th with any purchase. We got beads to toss and chicken fingers to sauce all season long. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Celebrating the spirit of Carnival. Here's Arthur Hardy's Mardi Gras Moment, sponsored by LCMC Health.
So all volunteers, cost a lot of money, a lot of time. Why? Why do you do it?
Well, first off, you have to have a love of Mardi Gras. That's number one. You have to have a love of Mardi Gras. You have to have a love of the community. And you have to be a little bit of a showman.
Arthur Hardy's Mardi Gras Moment, sponsored by LCMC Health. Ready to roll.
LCMC Health, LCMC Health. They got 8 New Orleans hospitals, keeping you well. Ring the bell, we got something to tell. Keeping you well. LCMC Health, keeping you well. LCMC Health, keeping you well. LCMC Health, LCMC Health.
You're watching live coverage of the Endymion Parade and Extravaganza, sponsored by Beads by the Dozen, Mardi Gras World, and Bank Plus.
And we are back live inside the Superdome for Endymion Extravaganza 2025. 59th year for the parade. The first year back in the Dome after a 2-year break. Of course, the Dome was undergoing renovations. You are looking at float number 13 right now. Rose
Croix. What this, all right, so let's tell you about this, because the Rose Croix in French, or cross, if you will, is a symbol that's associated with Christian Rosenkreutz, who was a Christian Kabbalist an alchemist who's a founder of the Rosicrucian Order. The Rose Cross is a cross with a rose at its center, which is usually red, golden, or white, and it symbolizes the teachings of Western esoteric tradition with Christian tenets. So you see a bunch of roses there, and they're all lit up, and the guys on the float are just unloading everything they have right now. Three-unit float here. I mean, that's something that's, Arthur, just always so incredible to me to see these parades, to see Endymion particularly have so many of these, multi-float units, where it's 3 units, 4 units, 5 units all together. I mean, you don't often see that in parades, but this, I mean, you almost have to get everybody on board.
That's why they call it a super crew, right?
Yeah.
And Arthur, it seems every year the tandems get more and more. So before you'd see maybe 2, and now 3 here and there, but you're seeing 4 and 5 and 6 and 7.
That's why, it's so hard to say how many floats are in the parade. 36, but not really. It's 81 if you disconnect all of them.
Wow.
This parade was designed by Henry Schindler, who's been the artistic director for Endymion, I'm guessing for about 8 or 10 years. This was really a bold move by Ed Muniz. The Endymion theme generally were, popular things that everybody identified with. And Ed wanted to up his game a little bit and said, well, who's designing Rex, who's designing Comus? And it's Henry Schindler, who's a historical scholar, an academic type fellow. And I was shocked that Ed reached out to him, because it was like he's the then and Endymion's the now. And Ed said, no, we want to meld the two and have more esoteric themes that, can be fun, can be educational, but will be different. And it's been a great marriage. And this is the only parade that Henry does now. Henry's in his early 80s, who continues to design really interesting parades.
I mean, they keep him busy enough.
Oh, yes, indeed. I mean, this is what can you say? The biggest parade ever.
And everybody in the dome right now is getting a chance to catch something. It's so cool to see how this place lights up, not just with the laser beams and the spotlights and everything else, but as the blinky lights just start to slowly migrate
I wish
across
they'd
the
turn
crowd.
the lights off.
Yeah,
Because you really see it.
I think they are off.
No, but I mean, if you had no lights on, you're right though. It's so bright, it's like daylight in here.
It's funny you say turn the lights off as the band starts playing a Beyonce song inside the dome. And the last time she did the Super Bowl here, the lights went out.
Yeah, that's true. Showstopper.
Beyonce, her mind.
Showstopper. Right. That was like the origin of the mute challenge, but it was the lights out challenge.
Yeah.
Right.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I learned that. I met Beyonce the other day.
I know.
At Muses. I met 40 Beyonces.
46 of them or so.
Yeah.
And coming in right now, this is y'all know this one. This is float number 14, Pontchartrain Beach. This might be one of my favorite floats in this parade.
It is so cool.
Well, because you just expect it. It's going to be there every year. It's a classic float in this parade, but it represents this nostalgia of New Orleans.
Right.
This is nostalgic part of our history, New Orleans history, Pontchartrain Beach. I, of course, was not alive for it, but my parents talk about it all the time. My grandparents have talked about it, and something we didn't get to experience, but because of Endymion and this float, we kind of do, and we do every year. Yeah, absolutely.
Right, exactly. Did you ever ride the Zephyr?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, indeed. I threw up once on the Zephyr.
Were you ever worried that, because it was a wooden roller coaster, right?
That's why I got sick of the Zephyr. It was pretty rickety. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm going to be interested to see if all 9 units are connected. I was told that they couldn't make some of the turns. Right. There would be 5 units and then 4, but it's still 9. But let's see if they're all.
And again, a 9-unit float. Absurd.
Yeah, maybe.
And amazing at the same time. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And what's really nice too is as these floats are coming in, they're actually putting up the name of the float on all of the light or the video boards around the dome, so that the people here can see. Oh, look, that's Pontchartrain Beach coming in.
It's almost like instant replay, right?
And so you're going to see it, and if you can't see the lights and you can't see the signs or you can't see the float, if you're here, you at least can smell it.
Oh, for sure, because it's a set. What do they call it?
It's a scented float.
Scented. It's just not scratch and
sniff. It's the scent of cotton candy and hamburgers.
Yeah.
And Arthur, we were talking about how they have these multi-unit floats in Endymion. Coming into the dome, they're making a sharp turn to get in here. So you got to commend these tractor drivers for pulling, of course, these floats during the whole parade. But when they get in here, it is quite the choreography that's happening to get these floats in here and moving them and then get them back out of here at the end.
Yeah, they're well trained, and they better be. Because, you know, you could really.
Yeah, or else Arthur's coming for you.
No, there'd be some serious injuries if these floats didn't make the turn so well.
And Arthur, looks like this one has 1, 2, 3, 4.
Looks like a 4 per.
Maybe 5 parts are attached.
They may have reconnected them all getting to the dome.
Yeah.
This is an easier turn than Orleans onto.
That's a good point, right? That's a tight turn. Orleans onto Carrollton right there.
Yeah.
So you see the roller coaster, the Zephyr there in the front. You've got all the different depictions of Pontchartrain Beach going down.
Yeah, they are disconnected. 5 and 4.
Man, that's got to be a strong tractor, right? Like, to pull that whole thing?
Oh, yeah. I mean, my goodness. And there's normally a generator on the back.
I don't know much about tractors or how strong they need to be to pull floats, but this one definitely has worked out.
Yeah.
Wild Mouse. What was the Wild Mouse?
That was like a little rail car that was elevated that went around in like a, not really a circle, but I guess like an octagon. And really, it was a pretty rough ride for kids. But nobody ever fell off, but it was,
Oh my God.
I certainly,
that they told you. No.
I certainly got frightened a few times.
Oh my goodness.
So we got 218 riders. I also just counted those. I'm quickly counting these lights and these people, y'all.
She is a counting machine
I know,
tonight.
I'm just counting like crazy tonight. We got 218 riders on this 9-unit float, but they, of course, did have to break it up a little bit to get it all the way in here. But this first part, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 9 units in this first part here.
Zephyr there, the carousel of horses, the Wild Mouse.
Standing by for the smells right now. I'm trying to.
I know, I'm waiting for the cotton candy. Oh, you can see it coming out of the, when you see the back end of the 5th float or the 4th float, it looks like some steam coming out. That's the odorized. It's been, this Endymionized float has been odorized with the smell of cotton candy.
Could you call that?
What is this, Oz? What is this, Oz? He's like creating words on the spot.
I like odormation.
Odormation.
So we both have
I smell the cotton candy.
Yeah, you do.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the carousel is known worldwide, but in New Orleans we call them flying horses.
The flying horses, right. The Wild Mouse there again. The haunted house, of course.
That was fun.
Why was that? Was that a good one for kids too?
Well, that's where guys would go to get their first kiss.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lordy.
Yeah.
You want to go to the haunted house?
Oh, many times.
Very romantic. Whoa, someone just chucked something.
What was it?
Almost all the way up here. What are those things they're throwing? You see those green things? They're kind of like flipping and flopping?
Yeah.
Are they Frisbees?
I don't know, but I want one now.
Yeah.
Give me that.
No,
At least we need to get some glow sticks up here.
it's not flying like a Frisbee. It has an irregular movement to it.
So the laughing dart. What was that?
Yeah. I remember that as being part of the haunted house.
Oh, also part of the place that you'd go to get your first kiss.
You'd get in a little car and it would go into a dark area and make, geometric shapes. But that's my memory. I could be wrong. And the figure we're zooming in on now is Peggy Muniz, Ed's wife.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
All right, well, I think we're going to check in with Garland Gillen. He and Olivia Vidal started out together, but they separated so we can get different vantage points from the ground level. So let's check in with Garland. Garland, what you got going on?
All right, you're not going to see me on camera because I'm in a mass of people and my camera guy's on the other side. But I'm with Tommy Satanovich of Drago's. But the main thing tonight is you rode on the same flow with Livy Dunn. Just tell me how that experience was and, like, how was the reception in the crowd?
It was unbelievable how many people were yelling for her instead of for me. I mean, it's just like I expected everybody to be, hey, Tommy, hey, it's all Livy. Everybody wanted Livy. And let me tell you, the couple times the interaction I had with her, she couldn't have been any nicer. She was real friendly. She had an absolute ball up there tonight. She loved it.
Is this the first time you got upstaged by anybody in New Orleans?
Well, let's not let it be our little secret here, But yeah, I did get a little upstaged. I'm okay with it though.
How great is it to be back in the Superdome? The convention center's great, but how good was it good to be back in here?
This is the home of Endymion. This is where it belongs. This, all of these people, this is New Orleans. This is what we're all about. Endymion is the way it is. Rex and Comus have their deal. Bacchus has their deal. They do a great job. It's a lot of fun. In fact, I'll be at Bacchus tomorrow and ride with beautiful weather again tomorrow. But this is what Endymion is all about. Coming to the Dome, being here, all of these people, everybody having fun. And it's just it was a beautiful day. We had a great grand marshal. You can't say anything better. A+.
When that roar, when you pulled your float into the dome, can you describe for me the roar of the crowd?
It was, look, you know what? It was so cool. Everybody, I had to stop and start looking around instead of throwing, because I had all these beads and throws to throw, but I'm just looking around with all the laser lights and the smoke, and it was special.
Last question: did you get Livy Dunn's autograph?
I got selfies. I got selfies, and I got a baseball autograph for one of my buddies.
There you go. So you got selfies. Okay, we'll have to wait
Garland.
for social media. Wait, what you got,
Garland,
Rob?
I want to know. I want you to ask Tommy.
Okay.
If he is considering throwing charbroiled and oysters off of the float.
So
because I think he could have staged Livy if he did that.
So Rob Krieger wanted to know if you were thinking about throwing char-grilled oysters off the float, because that might upstage Livy Dunn.
Well, we did have a grill going. No, we didn't.
All right, you got me on that one.
No, but she does like oysters. She loves oysters. She did tell me that when she found out I was Drago's. Let me tell you something. She could not have been any nicer.
The Grand Marshal did us proud.
Unbelievable. There's no way anybody could have done a better job.
Like low hair?
All right, Tommy. Well, I'm going to send it back up to y'all. Rob, thank you, bud.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I feel like what I just heard was that they're char-grilled oysters somewhere. And if Tommy could, maybe whip a couple up for us, that would just make this Endymion extravaganza even more extravagant. And that's what it's all about.
I didn't consider that I would possibly be eating char-grilled oysters tonight. But now that it's on my brain, it is something that I would also like to see happen.
All right, so as we got to get Pontchartrain Beach out of the dome, a big one here. We've got so much more for you coming up just around the bend here at the Endymion Extravaganza. We'll be right back.
Experience the magic of Mardi Gras any time of the year. Come tour Mardi Gras World, where master artists bring carnival to life. Or bring the magic to your special event. From intimate gatherings to large parties, Mardi Gras World's River City Venues has the perfect location for your next celebration. Experience the magic. Visit MardiGrasWorld.com today.
It's go time for the amazing Rooms to Go anniversary sale going on now. Big on style and savings with 0% interest-free financing now until January 2030. Get super low monthly payments on living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, kids, and patio with no interest until January 2030. More time, more savings at the Rooms to Go anniversary sale going on now.
Get complete Mardi Gras coverage across the metro area Tuesday starting at 4 a.m. on the Fox 8 Morning Edition.
Consider the red bean. How could something so small be so huge? And if that mystery isn't enough, turns out the best red beans are blue. Blue Runner, good for your heart and your soul.
What if you could change someone's day with just one song? Deliver the healing power of music as a Musicians on Call volunteer. We're looking for musicians or music lovers to help share the joys of live music. Give your time and talent. Visit www.musiciansoncall.org.
The LCNC Health Crescent City Classic is only 13,556 steps. You take that many steps at Mardi Gras, your favorite fest. At work every day. This Easter weekend, take steps to keep well and have a good time. And while you're at it, step up to raise money for charity. The LCNC Health Crescent City Classic, the race for all y'all. When you want to plan, or predict, or know right now, you want the local app that does everything. The Fox 8 News app, with the news and weather you need all in one app. Sponsored by Scott Vickner Injury Attorneys. You're watching live coverage of the Endymion Parade and Extravaganza. Sponsored by Beads by the Dozen, Mardi Gras World, and Bank Plus.
Welcome back to the Endymion Extravaganza. Back home in the Dome. The parade is on, and they are rolling through.
And baby, there ain't no mountain high enough.
Yeah, you're right.
To keep the throws from getting to you.
That's true. Ain't no riser high enough in the Dome to keep the throws from getting to you.
Except we haven't caught anything just yet. You said you want the light up frisbee that they got going on out here?
Yeah.
I think that's a frisbee.
I want them to throw it as hard as they can. If any riders are watching the broadcast right now on your float, here's your challenge. That'd be awesome. I mean, they've got the Endymion TV. They pop it on there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so this next float that has just entered, this is the Molten Sea. All right? This is, the Molten Sea was a large basin in the temple in Jerusalem made by Solomon for ablution of the priests. It stood in the southeastern corner of the inner court. It was placed on the backs of 12 oxen standing with their faces outward, representing the 12 tribes of Judah. And it was capable of containing 2,000 or 3,000 baths of water. That's a lot of water. That's a lot of baths. The water was brought from Solomon's pools. The Molten Sea, as it was called, was made of brass or bronze, which Solomon had taken from the captured cities of Hadrezer and the king of Zobah. So there you go, the Molten Sea.
So if you're just now joining us, the theme of this parade this year is the secret teachings of all ages, an esoteric theme of mystery and intrigue based on a 1929 book by Manly P. Hall, who was a renowned Canadian author, lecturer, astrologer, and mystic, who published hundreds of lectures and gave thousands of talks on all kind of very mystical and mysterious themes.
I'm going to rush out and get me a copy tomorrow.
Yeah. I just had to look up what ablution was.
What was?
It's the act of washing oneself, taking a bath.
What was the word? I didn't hear
Ablution.
you. Ablution.
That's what they would use the Molten Sea for.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's where all the priests would go take a bath.
All right, makes sense.
And they had about 2,000 or 3,000 bath waters worth in there.
Okay.
You know, we're joking.
I like to empty the tub before I take a bath.
Yeah, there are things here that we're learning.
Yeah, oh yeah.
While we're having fun, right?
So Pontchartrain Beach, I know, Pontchartrain Beach are the last parts of the 9-unit float that had to be broken up into 2 sections actually to get it through here. It's making its way out of the dome. And so it's giving float 15, the Molten Sea, a chance to have all the crew members there unload all of those. It's always so crazy how much they hold for the dome.
And they still yet somehow are able to satisfy the crowds out on the route.
And you guys are usually at the start of the route. I mean, when these hundreds of riders are getting on the float, they're standing on top of stuff, right? They're standing on stacks and stacks of stuff, correct?
And they're throwing just as much out there, you know, down Canal and Carrollton as they are in here. They really are. So it's just that precise timing and gauging, you know, how you have to throw. Like they say, it's a marathon, not a sprint. But this is one of those marathons that they sprint through. All right, as the dance of the floats continues here in the Superdome, it is a wonderful night. The crowds are enjoying it. We saw Garland and Olivia down there having too much fun, right? Someone needs to rein them in.
Olivia thought she was having more fun and catching more throws than you. And then you went up there with the sunglass reveal, the glasses reveal. I didn't think she was expecting that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're getting some stuff for us. All right, so we've got this this last float. The Molten Sea is making its way out of or around the dome, out to it, and then we should see the next couple of floats begin to enter.
I know it's probably a
rare moment where there's just one float.
I think there probably is a little bit of a backup in the entrance there because those parts of Pontchartrain Beach had to get all the way out first, probably.
It's incredible to see the dance they do in the dome dance, if you will.
Only 20 more floats to go.
20 technically, but we know they're multi-part floats,
Yeah,
so
right.
what, probably about 60 more floats to go technically?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But it's moved really well-paced parade.
Just a wonderful night here in the Superdome. The lights are blinking and spreading through the dome. We've got the lasers and the groovy 7-band. They are grooving us through this parade. We will be right back. The Endymion Extravaganza here with more from the parade.
Fox 8 men's formal wear for the Endymion Extravaganza, provided by Tuxedos to Go.
Steve's RV Center's 12th annual RV Open House Super Sale is March 7th, 8th, and 9th. Steve's RV has been a Louisiana and Mississippi Jayco towables dealer for over 38 years, and we've got Jayco models under $15,000. That's just $6 a day. So don't miss this opportunity to score our best deals of the year. Steve's RV Center even has super sale pricing on all parts and accessories. So stock up now for the summer. Take exit 74 off of I-12 in Lacombe or visit us at stevesrv.com.
Enjoy life. Live better at Steve's RV.
Juan Kincaid and the Fox 8 Sports team have all the biggest news from the world of sports.
Remember, it's not final until it's on the final play.
Bank Plus keeps life moving. Because 99% of banking doesn't happen at the bank. Or at least it shouldn't. We're doing our best job when you don't have to think about it.
Let's make an offer.
when all you see is possibility.
We expand the kitchen in there. We'll make it all back in 6 months.
And you don't have to ask, because life sure doesn't.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's really bad.
And we're here for it. All of it.
Weird, but beautiful.
Bank Plus. It's more than a name. It's a promise.
Life's filled with surprises. So is your house. As time goes on, the surprises never stop. And when it comes to cooling, heating, plumbing, and electrical, neither does Surgees. Now part of Southern Air, serving New Orleans and beyond. We're always here, reliable, ready to help. No matter the season, reason, or how long it's been, you can trust our team of experts from service calls to installs. Let Surgees, now part of Southern Air of New Orleans, bear it. Visit SurgeesAC.com and your first service call is on us.
You have to see it. You have to hear it. Right here in New Orleans, you have to experience Next Gen TV to believe it. The difference is clear. Unmatched clarity, breathtaking color, and movie theater quality sound. And it's all free, over the air now. Make your next TV a Next Gen TV. Visit fox8live.com/nextgen to learn more. You're watching live coverage of the Endymion Parade and Extravaganza, sponsored by Beads by the Dozen, Mardi Gras World, and Bank Plus.
Welcome back. We are live inside the Superdome at the Endymion Extravaganza 2025, back home in the Dome. And entering the Dome right now, we have float number 16, Odin, Scandinavian Father God. So Odin is a one-eyed all-father of Norse mythology. Essentially, he's the god of wisdom, knowledge, air, poetry, death, healing, and royalty. Father of Thor and adoptive father of Loki, Odin is the chief of all Germanic gods and king of Asgard. During battle, he's often depicted upon his 8-legged steer named Sleipnir. All right, and often accompanied by 2 ravens. The ravens are named Hugin and Munin, who travel the world and whisper their findings in Odin's ear.
I know a little bit about this.
Do you?
God of the Vikings. My daughter lives in Oslo, Norway.
There you go.
And Vikings are still big there. And so is Odin, I guess.
Okay. Well, this float number... Actually, right now on the stage right now, they are honoring the Grand Marshal, Livy Dunn. So let's listen in right now. Councilmember Helena Moreno making the presentation.
Can I get y'all both sides right now? Come on one side. All right. I think I'm live on the air. Just tell me if I am. But yeah, I'm here with Dan Kelly, the captain of Endymion, and Livy Dunn. First off, Livy, how was the ride?
The ride was the most incredible experience of my life. I've never done anything like that, and it exceeded my expectations.
mean, have you ever seen crowds like this? Not even the PMAC's got good crowds at the gymnastics meets.
It's just how Louisiana does it. They do everything to the max. They do everything great.
So how do you think she did as a Grand Marshal, Dan?
She did as good as she did when she was in gym classes and all the festivities that she does up in Baton Rouge. She's fantastic.
National championship of riding in Endymion. Those got to be right up there, right?
They're so different, but both. The adrenaline is pumping. I don't know. It's close, but this was pretty amazing tonight.
Thank you for your time. Dang, back to the ride. How great was it to get back in the Superdome? The Convention Center was great, but this is your home.
We've been waiting for this since 2019. Now, we came back in the Dome in 2022, but we didn't have our ride from Mid-City. We had it all tonight. And Ed Munez was up above, and his only job now is to make sure it doesn't rain. And he made sure it didn't rain.
Talk about the roar when you got back in the Dome. Did you get chill bumps when you heard the roar when you came back in the Dome?
You feel like a champion. I can't imagine what being a Super Bowl champion would be when you see the people like this. It's just fantastic.
What's the best moment of this day for you? What happens on this day that you remember weeks, months from now?
We made a lot of people happy. You know, we do this all year long. We get one night to make it right. And when we do it, we got to make sure it all happens the way we want it. And it all did tonight. We had no hiccups whatsoever.
Sounds like a fantastic ride. All right, I'm going to send it back to y'all upstairs. Thank you, Dan.
All right, Garland. So you just heard Libby Dunn there said that she had the time of her life up there. The crowds were awesome. I'm sure she's ready. Looks like she's ready to dance. Because Garland's trying to talk to her, and she was just being a dancing queen up there on the stage.
We've got the SS Captain Eddie coming in right now. This is another one of the signature floats. It follows right behind Odin's Scandinavian Father of God float that you were seeing there with the wings. But there's the SS Captain Eddie. This signature float memorializes the beauty of the Mississippi River boats of the 1800s that carried people up and down the river. Now, this float was built in 1999 and coupled with two other units that are now entitled Old Man River. It's on its own now. It was named after Endymion's original captain of 57 years, Ed Munez. And at the time was the largest float in Mardi Gras when it was first released. And then they outdid themselves. And then they outdid themselves. And then they outdid themselves.
And they do it again and again every single year.
Somehow every year.
So yeah,
Incredible.
this is an older float, obviously, but it was re-outfitted with, or relit rather, with LED lights recently, the crew says, and cost well over 100 grand to do that relighting project for this float. That's a signature float for this crew.
It's so cool with the paddle wheel there on the back, and the paddle wheel lights up as it comes around. And you can see the calliope also as well. We've got the soothing sounds of Groovy 7 right now, no calliope.
I think that's the calliope.
The calliope. The calliope. All right, let's go down now to our own Livy Vidal.
Are we going to start calling her Livy now?
I always call her Livers.
You do.
Livers, what's it like down there?
Oh, she's singing. Oh, girl.
Hey, you gotta be crazy on Mardi Gras. That's what it's about, right? Hey, it's Mardi Gras and it's not even my birthday, baby, because they're throwing Benjamins.
What? Is that
Check
real?
that out, baby. I'm rich. I'm rich this Mardi Gras.
Olivia, catch some of those for me, please.
Same.
$200. This is not real money.
Oh,
I can pretend it's real.
Olivia,
it looks real. It's not real.
Olivia, do you have light up hair now, or what's the correct situation?
I've got some flair in my hair, and it lights up.
Hair flare?
Let's see it.
You talking hair
Check
flare?
it out. Check it out.
Turn your hair light on. Oh, there it goes. Oh, ooh.
See it?
She hair flaring.
Yeah, how about that? And look, you're throwing oyster shells? decorative oysters?
I was just asking for oysters.
Oh, well, I'll save it for you, Rob.
Well, is it charbroiled?
No.
It's painted, hand-painted. So we see there's a break in a parade right now, allowing people to cross, to use the restroom if they need to, get some beverages, some food, whatever it might be. So there's a bit of a break before the next float rolls through. But I want to show you, and I don't really like to show the ground, but I want to show you the ground of all the stuff, just to show you how much is being thrown off these floats. But come see over here.
Well, that's your bag right there. We saw the.
Oh yeah, my bag is full, y'all. So full. Are y'all having a good time?
Yes, first time, and I can't believe it.
First time?
Yes, first time.
Where are you from?
I'm from New York.
Well, welcome to the sunny South.
Yeah.
What do you think about Endymion so far?
I mean, it's unbelievable. It's unlike anything I've ever expected, so thank you for having me.
Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras.
I like that. People coming from all over to experience their first Mardi Gras parade, like Endymion Extravaganza. That's what's so amazing about this, is it brings people from all over. I met a couple from Washington, D.C. Before everything got started. They're excited to be here. Of course, it's a change in scenery for a lot of folks who aren't used to this. We've been in the thick of Carnival, since the beginning of the year, so we're having a lot of fun. These are my friends right here. They've been hanging out with me.
With Endymion, let's go, baby!
We can't go wrong.
Let's go, not all the way!
Love it, you can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong with New Orleans, baby. This is where it's at.
Is this your first time?
This is not my first time.
All right, it's not his first rodeo. He knows what he's doing. You can see he's got a lot of beads. A lot of folks here, locals, people from afar. We're catching so much, and we're having fun. Listen, I saw this $200. I'm set.
All right, well, Olivia, catch us some coins, and those ladies behind you have light-up cowboy hats. We need those. You and I need those.
I know. Okay, I'm on a mission. I'm going to get you and I
two light-up cowboy hats.
Cowboy hats, cowboy Carter hats, if you will.
Absolutely.
And we'll be dancing, all right? We're going to be dancing. Once Katy Perry comes out, it's over. We're going to be dancing, cutting up a rug.
All right, Olivia, well, we'll check back in with you in just a little bit, and we have a whole lot more parade to show you coming up. But first, we got to take a quick break.
Blue Runner red beans may be small, but when they can be used to plant the seeds of inspiration for young musicians in New Orleans, well, that's huge. Right now, when you buy any Blue Runner product, you'll be supporting the roots of music. Put New Orleans culture on the front burner. Eat for the beat. Blue Runner, good for your heart and your soul.
You're invited. The Rooms to Go anniversary sale is going on now. So get ready to save big on beautiful furniture with interest-free financing until January 2030. Yes, 2030. Shop amazing styles, incredible room packages, all at great anniversary sale prices, plus special bonus buys. That's right, great sale prices and interest-free financing until January 2030. You get both. Come on. The Rooms to Go anniversary sale is going on now.
It's Carnival time, and all your favorite crews are in full force. Get complete Mardi Gras coverage across the metro area right here on Fox 8, Tuesday starting at 4 a.m. on the Fox 8 Morning Edition. Watch it live, or stream that on the go at fox8live.com or our Fox 8 News app. Join in on the celebration with Fox 8, your Carnival authority. Sponsored by Southern Air, LCMC, Rouse's, and Steve's RV. You're watching live coverage of the Endymion Parade and Extravaganza, sponsored by Beads by the Dozen, Mardi Gras World, and Bank Plus.
Welcome back. We are still live at the Dome. Way more floats to go, way more throws to catch. Olivia's on a mission. She knows what her assignment is. But coming into the Dome right now, float number 19, Contacts of the Zodiacal Egg.
Yes.
The cosmic egg is a common theme in the creation creation myths of many cultures, often depicted as an egg entwined by a serpent. The zodiac or the Orphic egg is found in ancient Greek tradition. It's believed the Orphic egg was the beginning of the universe, as if it were a kind of Big Bang theory. According to an analysis of ancient mythology, the egg represents the soul of the philosopher, the serpent, the mystery. The serpent, The mysteries of life. Within the egg are the celestial wonders represented by 12 zodiac signs, which promise a glimpse into the mysteries of the cosmos and the forces that shape our destinies.
So what really came first then? The
zodiac egg?
The zodiacal egg or the Big Bang?
There's a chicken somewhere in there too, I think. But yeah, float number 19 there. 4-unit float with 168 riders.
Come on down, zodiacal egg.
And that's exactly the number of people we talked about earlier in the first Endymion parade in '67. On four floats.
So everyone you see on this float right here, Arthur,
would have been in the whole parade.
Would have been the entire parade when it first rolled.
67, yeah.
Like we said, they just keep outdoing themselves.
Yep.
Yeah, that egg is it is
beautiful.
It is going. It looks like Fabergé.
It does. But it's not Fabergé.
It's zodiacal. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right about that. So you can see all of the zodiac signs. There's a lot of we'll give you a little inside baseball here at Fox 8 on the morning show. There's always some zodiac talk happening.
Yeah, with our executive producer Anna Knapp. She loves.
Yeah, big on the astrology.
To help explain why all of us do and act and react the way we do. Always fun conversations.
Kelsey, you're a Gemini?
No, I'm a Pisces.
I don't know any of them. I don't know.
I'm a Pisces,
I know when your birthday is, but I don't know when it. Your birthday's tomorrow, right?
Maybe, maybe not.
Kelsey's birthday.
Now
we're in Pisces season now?
Yeah.
So what is a Pisces? Pisces, they just fish?
Very emotional. We love the water. Yes, we do love the sea, of course.
Okay.
Lots of emotions. We feel so deeply.
You feel deeply. You're not a very emotional person though. At least not around me.
Yeah.
You're always in a good mood when you're around me. So it must be me then.
I was gonna say, there he goes, complimenting himself again.
Yeah, I'm pretty great. I'm pretty great.
Humility is.
You are right, Kelsey. You are right.
Hard to disagree. Huh?
Oh my goodness. So we're getting into this pattern here where the floats are coming in. They're making their way through the south end zone, if you will, familiar with the dome, cruising down what would be the visitors' sideline before they turn. I'd say the turn happens about at the 18-yard line.
Yeah.
And then they kind of pause for a moment there in front of the captain's table, shower the adoring crowd with lights, and then make their way back up the Saints sideline, and then back out through the south end zone. So almost two touchdowns in one go.
I think you're right. You know, we talk about the captain's table, and you might have a vision of a table. It's 3 rows of about 300 of Dan's closest friend at the captain table.
And it's the stage, really.
Yeah,
you know,
it's beautiful. Yeah, right in front of the bench.
Speaking of the band, we were talking about this earlier. The Groovy 7, they groove through the night, through the entire parade, from beginning to end. The groove never stops.
Brilliant.
And then once the parade's finished, then we just keep on going with some Katy Perry.
That's true.
And then Train.
Opened up with Wise Guys earlier. And,
But in the meantime, Groovy 7 is grooving. We got a little Miley Cyrus right now.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You can buy yourself flowers.
Yeah. So flower.
My name is the same.
Don't sing too much. You don't want to get sued.
What about humming?
Yeah, you can hum. I'll allow it. Look at the bubbles coming off of this float. That is too cool. Is that coming from the float?
Kelsey, I got your hats.
What?
Oh, breaking news. Olivia Vidal has secured the hats.
Can we?
The goods, girl.
Hey!
Yes.
Hey!
from your riser.
Wait, I'm trying to find
you.
you.
Dancing?
Where at? Let
Yeah,
me see.
she's
Let me
down
see.
there.
I'm waving at you, girl.
Yes,
You're
I
waving
got
my
it.
hat at me. Yeah.
I got your hat. And it lights up.
Yeah, we need
gotta
that.
thank Evan. Evan on the floor right here. Hold on, I'm gonna get him to wave. Hey, Evan. Wave. Wave at Kelsey.
Wave, Evan. Oh, he said
wait,
wave.
we got more hats coming.
More hats. More hats.
Oh. Thank you.
Wait.
Oh, wait. Oh,
Wait, he was just showing us the
he didn't
beads?
give it to you?
Wait, Evan was just showing us the beads?
Well, yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna catch it all. My hands are a little full.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all, baby. That's right. No, he was so kind. I said, I need a hat. My girl Kelsey also needs a hat. He gave me 2.
Real quick, right to your left, Shout out to Dom and Joni.
Can you check in with check in with Dom and Joni's like, Dom. There we go.
Dom and Joni are on our morning show. Joni's one of our wonderful producers, and Dom is always making sure the edits are fire.
Yep.
So
they do the work.
Dom we can also do quick sports checks for stats, for team history in the corner. He sits in the corner. He also he changes hours running the teleprompter. So if we have questions about sports like on the fly, we check with Dom and we get yes Dom, no Dom, and we roll with it. Dom's our dog.
we love seeing everyone out there. They're enjoying it right now. All right, so we've got another float entering into the dome right now as the dance continues in the dome here. This next one is the Tree of Sephiroth, also known as the Tree of Life. This is an interesting one because there'll be another float later on that also symbolizes the Tree of Life. What you are getting from this, the secret teachings of all ages, really are all of these different sort of esoteric theories on life and living and whatnot. And you really look at all of them, they sort of boil down to similar things in different cultures, right? And that's kind of the point, is that every culture has a different way of kind of showing things. But this one, here's the Tree of Sephiroth, and it represents a series of divine emanations of God's creation. The nature of revealed divinity, the human soul, the spiritual path of the sent by man. And in this way, Kabbalists, it's a part of a Jewish tradition that deals with the essence of God, developed this symbol into a full model of reality using the tree to depict a map of creation. Really cool stuff here. So, they use this to show this is, life. You've got the, in some instances, you look at the Tree of Life, the growth on the end, the leaves, the light up beads, if you will, of the tree.
There you go.
Right? They're rooted down in the earth, where everything begins down deep in the earth. So the Tree of Life gives life by throwing beads to us here. In this particular instance. But then once again represents, the story of man and where we all come from.
But it occurs to me the theme is the secret teachings of all ages, and we're giving away all the secrets.
Oh, yeah.
They're not secrets anymore.
That's right. We're pulling back the curtain.
Yes.
There we go.
And everyone, all ages, you're fitting to learn.
And one of the secrets of life is that it's your prerogative to have a little fun when you feel like a woman.
I know that. That's for
who said that? The great poet, Shania Twain.
Oh, yes. She, too, understood the Tree of Life, because in life, sometimes you just feel like a woman.
Yeah.
I get it. Oh. So float number 19 there, look how packed in they are with all those guys. 102, float 20, that's the Tree of Sephiroth, 120 riders. 102 riders.
One of those numbers, yeah.
Well, it's a number. I should have got Kelsey to do it because she's the counter. How many is it? Count it real quick.
It is, let me see. It is 102.
Oh, wow.
You were right the second time.
I should have asked you the first time.
I know, I would have counted.
knew it.
I'm here to count. I'm here to count the people in the lights.
You were right about the count. You were right about me being amazing. You're right.
Oh.
You're right
and
all
again,
the time.
with the self-compliment.
He's just playing.
I know. He's
one of the most modest people I've ever met.
Yes, go on.
You all remember Al Hurd, Jumbo, a great trumpet player. He used to do a bit. People would be clapping, and it'd say, Don't stop. Don't stop.
Oh, right. Looking good down there. I wonder if we can get someone to bring your hat up for you, Kelsey.
I know.
We need a runner.
I don't think we have an extra person to do that.
Or if Olivia could throw it up here.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
If she did, I would find a way to get Mrs. Gail Benson on the phone immediately to have her signed.
Olivia.
And while I have her on the phone, to get you signed to be one of the kickers.
The kicker, yeah.
There you go.
You're right. Man,
look at the dancing.
Is all of Fox8 about to play for the Saints?
Possibly.
I hear Garland down there. Maybe.
I'm back, baby. I'm back. I'm back.
Bring back Garland. Oh, wait. There we go.
I'm back. Okay, I had to do a complete, 360 around the stadium here, and then I had to go back over here, but we got it in here, okay? By the way.
Olivia's, in her own world. I love this.
She feels like a woman.
So much.
All right, here we go. All right, here's doing
You know she's got to make you dance every year.
I knew she was going to make me dance. Do it. All right. Wait, there was supposed to be hard news tonight here, tough interviews. By the way, everybody I've talked to upstairs, talked to Dave Kelly, everybody, I mean, fantastic night. It seems like Livy Dunn had the time of her life. I mean, from Tommy Satanovich, Dan Kelly, and everybody, she's like a hit, okay? She's a national champion. So, right now in Endymion. Oh, and they're playing Call Baton Rouge.
Speaking
right
of
when
Livy
I'm talking
Dunn,
about
Dance party is starting, y'all. I mean,
all right.
They're starting to play the hits.
Louisiana.
Yeah, Kelsey.
So
Everybody out here is having a great
Garland,
time.
Olivia was challenged to get Kelsey a hat, and she very quickly achieved that challenge. My challenge to you, because you're talking about hard-hitting interviews, I'm wondering if you can find the tallest person in the crowd and do an interview with that person.
Tallest person in the crowd. The guy, last year, we broke the record there, okay?
Well, he's probably the tallest person if he's here. We're talking about St. Charles Parish President Matt Jewell.
Might be the tallest person in Louisiana.
Matt, come find us. We want to talk to you.
Yeah, if you're watching the broadcast right now at the extravaganza.
I haven't seen him. I don't know if he's here.
Nah.
All right, well, while they are trying to find the tallest person at the extravaganza, we are showing you float number 21, the Magician Invoking Elementals. As stated by Manly Hall in his book, Secret Teachings of All Ages, ceremonial magic practitioners cast a circle for protection and energy and call on the corners or the 4 cardinal directions along with their respective elements. Elemental invocation and magic is a practice that involves calling upon the energies of the classic elements: earth, air, fire, water. What are we, Captain Planet? Chill out, Captain Planet. All right. Well, energy is the cornerstone of all eternal magic. This concept can be perplexing, leading some to frustration when meticulously performed spells don't yield the expected outcomes. Missing key often lies in the unspoken aspect of spell casting. However, the true power lies not often. The true power lies not in just physical manifestations, but in the manipulation and direction of energy.
I knew that you were gonna talk about this one, spell casting and all this, since you're a witch, and you are all into spell casting. I always joke about how Kelsey is a witch. She rides in to work every morning on her broom. This is a really cool float. I love the way the wizard's beard is lit up. That's a nice angle there. You can see them coming in. What's really cool about these floats, that even, Arthur, they change each year. The floats that are part of the theme, they change each year. The title float, the signature floats stay the same. But there's a lot of work that goes into creating these floats. And you see the magician behind us with the light up beard and everything. That's not going to be on a float next year.
No, it's going to take nearly a year to do this. And I'm thinking about the tractors. They're used once a year, or maybe 2 or 3 times in a season. But what about all the other days? They have to be maintained, they have to be run, you've got insurance, you've got fuel. It's an enormous expense.
Yeah.
And I don't think any cruise spends as much as Endymion. And the result is what we're seeing right before our eyes right now. This is a spectacular parade.
And I love the wizard hats they're wearing there, too. Got
they do a good job with costume. They really do.
People groove in there. Yeah, they the costumes, I believe D&D Creations makes a bunch of them.
We did a little feature.
We had the opportunity to cruise through there earlier during Carnival. They made my costume for Mad Hatters, the King of Hearts, which I still have. I thought about just wearing it.
I think you're supposed to return that.
I know, no, it's going back. It hasn't been returned yet, but I just want to keep wearing it.
Yeah, well, Fat Tuesday is legal, you know.
There you go. I'm the king.
There you go.
This float right here, I'm going to see if I can do my best Kelsey impression and count all of them. 152 riders on this float.
Right. Yep.
And it's a triple.
That's what my notes say.
The next float that's coming in here, and it really is, indicative of what Endymion is all about, because we do this, the parades, we do Carnival for the people, right? Yes, the riders have a great time. Look, we're having an amazing time here at the extravaganza, but I mean, Mardi Gras would be absolutely nothing if we didn't have the people, right? And so Endymion and Ed Munez and Dan Kelly have understood this in such a great way that you want to give back to the people. That's why you get so many great throws at Endymion. That's why you get so many cool things. That's why everybody wants to come out to it. But they found a way to put you in the parade, because when you're watching, the one thing you want to do is like, man, it'd be cool to be up there one day.
Yep. Well, you can be, right?
And you can. You can be in the parade with this next float that's coming just around the bend. Once the magicians finish casting their spells, as they cast spell after spell, throwing their wands off, is the next one here, ETV. And this is the biggest TV. If I had this TV in my house, I would be thrilled. Let's go down now to Garland, down on the ground level floor. He's close enough to be in the parade. Where are you at?
I am definitely right in the middle of all the action, and I'm here with an absolute Endymion veteran, Victor Howell. I interviewed you last year. It was very informative. First off, how great is it to be back in the Superdome?
When you and I talked last year, it was a convention center, and we talked about how special it was and nice to be there. But no offense to the L'Oreal Convention Center, this is home. When you think about what they did with the Sugar Bowl, the Super Bowl, and how great it looks for Endymion, this means everything for this membership. 59 years of Endymion, but to come back home and be in the Dome, I mean, look at how wonderful it is. Everything looks great in here. The crowd's fantastic. What Captain Dan Kelly did is great. And Garland, I told you last year, that crew got here about an hour and a half before they came in because of all the marching bands. What those members were doing was loading up the float for this 10-minute circle around the Dome. This is what Endymion members live for right now. Like the float, this is the tree of silver up right here. This is what they're paying for. This is what they wait for. They sit outside of this arena. They wait to come in here to throw everything to their friends. It makes the whole parade worth it for what we're seeing right now.
How long have you been a member of Endymion, Victor?
So I was with Endymion almost 25 years. I was with the Baton Rouge Yachts. It's float number 9. It's the one with the big jester head. It is always named Endymion welcomes you to the Mardi Gras. But life happens. You have 4 girls. You had to take care of the girls instead of the floats. But I appreciate Captain Dan Kelly inviting us back. It's always great to be here.
How different it is from riding to being here in the crowd? You missed that one last ride?
You know what? I want to come back for one last ride. I mean, how ridiculous is I have 2 hula hoops on my shoulder, a hat. I got hit by a chicken in the nose. I mean, but you know what? It's head on a swivel. But look at how much fun everybody's having. I mean, it is so neat to be with them. But I do get jealous when I see the float come by, and I'm like, boy, one last ride would be great. If I make one last ride, you got to come with me. We got to see it from the point of view of the riders. Let's try to do that.
You broadcast a lot of LSU sporting events. Livy Dunn seemed like she had the time of her life tonight.
She looked like she had a great time. She got a proclamation earlier. I couldn't tell who was on the float with her. She had a lot of women with her. I don't know if it was LSU gymnasts, her family and friends, but she had waves, and the roar she got from the crowd when she came in was tremendous. And I know everybody's waiting to see Train and Katy Perry. We're going to be here a while. It's going to be a good night.
Victor Howell, always a fantastic interview. Back to y'all upstairs.
Endymion, hail Endymion.
There is ETV. This is what we were telling you about just a few moments ago. You're getting a really great look at it. There's cameras on either side of this float and just a giant TV. So you are in the parade. I love this one. It's so great. You can see all the people up there. Let's see if they'll, I don't know if they'll show us. Let's see if they'll move it up. Tilt up. Oh, it's too cool. It gives you a really cool perspective of the parade there. You get to see that as they come through. ETV making its way through the captain's table there. I mean, that's a big, giant TV screen.
I wonder how big it is.
An 8-foot by 20-foot HD TV.
And look at the clarity on it too, huh?
Oh, it was very, very good. 8 feet by 20 feet. I wonder how many inches that is.
622, I believe. I have no idea.
I was like, whoa.
I was like, we were gonna have to put Kelsey on this one. So if 8 feet by 20 feet, all right, we're gonna do the math. We're gonna do it long division. But you're gonna give us a second, and when we come back, we're gonna tell you how big that TV was. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Fox8 men's formal wear for the Endymion extravaganza, provided by Tuxedos to Go. Celebrating the spirit of Carnival, here's Arthur Hardy's Mardi Gras Moment, sponsored by LCMC Health.
It takes a board, it takes a group of people who are willing to put in the time, put in the effort. It takes a lot of conversations, a lot of collaboration, and a lot of dedication from women that, you know, want to be a part of this sisterhood.
Arthur Hardy's Mardi Gras Moment, sponsored by LCMC Health. Ready to roll.
LCMC Health, LCMC Health. They got 8 New Orleans hospitals, keeping you well. Ring the bell, we got something to tell. Keeping you well. LCMC Health, keeping you well. LCMC Health, keeping you well. LCMC Health, LCMC Health.
Here at Beads by the Dozen, we have the best selection of beads and throws.
Beads by the Dozen is the king of beads and so much more.
Lighted beads, chain beads, long beads, fancy beads.
Footballs, soccer balls, lighted balls, and more.
Everyone wants to catch all the great throws that come from Beads by the Dozen. You'll find aisles and aisles of plush toys, stress items, trinkets, gifts, and more.
Get all your beads and footballs from Beads by the Dozen.
Weekdays 9 to 6:30, Saturdays 10 to 5.
You're watching live coverage of the Endymion Parade and Extravaganza, sponsored by Beads by the Dozen, Mardi Gras World, and Bank Plus.
Welcome back. We are live inside the Dome at the Endymion Extravaganza 2025, and kind of thrown off a little bit when we came back because Rob Krieger is in the middle of the hard math using the Pythagorean theory to determine how big that screen was.
In inches, because we know it's a 20-foot by 8-foot TV screen, right? So what you do is you break that down into inches, 20 feet. It's going to go 240 inches. That's your A. That's one side of the triangle, right? 8 feet by 12 is 96 inches. That's going to be your B.
Right.
That's the second side of the triangle. Now we need to find the hypotenuse.
Okay.
That's where we use the Pythagorean theorem. So A squared
and shout out to our producer Aaron for having a whiteboard to help him work out the math.
And I'm currently doing that right now on the whiteboard. 57,600 plus B squared.
Okay, well, you keep doing the math.
Yeah,
we'll talk about this upload that's passing right now. This is upload number 23, Paris Fall and the Holy Grail. The story of Paris Fall is a part of medieval legend of King Arthur and the quest for the Holy Grail. The Grail myth dates to at least the 12th century in Europe and was transmitted in various versions and languages, including French, English, and German, and many other languages. Paris Fall's name, which means pure fool, an innocent young man raised by his overly protective mother in poverty. He's dazzled one day by the appearance of a group of knights who visit the village and decides he wants to become a knight himself. Through circumstances, he meets and enters the court of King Arthur, and legend held that a damsel in Arthur's court who had not smiled for years would burst into laughter at the sight of the greatest knight, which she did at the site of the innocent Paris Fall. The court immediately held Paris Fall in high regard, and King Arthur knighted him on the spot. So there you go.
So this is a cool one too. So it's spelled interesting in this with an F. There is also Parzival is a legend in King Arthur's court. Was the name of the main character in Ready Player One because he linked back to this King Arthur legend, which is a great book and even a wonderful movie. So it's also my son's Xbox account name, Parzival. So yeah.
There you go.
How about that?
Parzival.
Wow. And I figured it out, all right? So we are at 258.4 inches.
Wow.
That is how it's done. And we did all the math. I showed my work.
Yes, you did.
You're a former teacher, Arthur, so you can...
Well, did you look at the guy's work next to you while you were doing this? Or you didn't show yourself?
No, this is... How about that? How about that for some secret teachings?
There you go.
Look. I'm showing everybody in the crowd.
Good, and they're interested.
And they're all looking.
All right, never mind. I can't do any more math because Aaron's taking the whiteboard back.
Well, we need it for communication purposes,
Fine.
so it's okay.
All right, that was fun. Stretch the brain a little bit. All right, coming up behind Parzival and the Holy Grail, we have the double-headed eagle, the supreme symbol. The double-headed eagle is an ancient emblem of equilibrium consisting of two identical heads, one male and one female, wearing a single imperial crown. It is a symbol revered in many cultures. It represents the union of earthly and heavenly realms that is meant to remind us of the delicate balance between the physical and the spiritual. Float number 24 here has 100 riders on it. All right, my boy Blake over at Tuxedos to Go just texted me, and he said that my math has been Endymionized. People are already using the word. Thanks, Blake. Shout out. People are already using the word all across town. It's crazy.
All across town?
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Even in Metri.
Oh, look, this is so much fun. I wish we could show you every little piece of what's happening here. Just a moment ago, I took a quick break and ran to the restroom, and there's music happening like back in the club areas as well. So it's like, it's almost, the way Dan Kelly was telling us about it and Daryl Docken, that this is almost like a festival in itself, because you got the main stage going, you've got the parade going, but you can also kind of step away and listen to some of these other great acts. Cool stuff.
Looks like we have another float coming in, number 25, the Hand of the Mysteries. Symbolic image primarily associated with Freemasonry and alchemy, representing an invitation to access deeper knowledge and divine secrets, where each finger bears symbols like a star, sun, moon, or lantern, each representing different aspects of the divine or spiritual journey, signifies the power to unlock the mysteries of the universe through initiation and understanding of these symbols.
This one has programmable LED lights with 92 riders on it, but that's pretty cool, so they can program them to do different things. Right now, the second piece of this tandem float looks like those LED lights are programmed to strobe mode.
Yeah, that second part of the float, the back tandem has the Eye of God, a symbol, or flower rather, that's supposed to symbolize the Eye of God, and that light is going nuts. Oh my gosh.
We didn't mention food. There are a lot of people, this event is catered, and there are a lot of people eating food and probably having some alcohol, you think?
I don't know about that.
Maybe not.
Yeah, if you haven't ever had the opportunity to attend the extravaganza, it is really cool that everybody here, they bring their own stuff.
Yep.
They bring the party to the table. So they'll bring ice chests in. They'll bring in food, trays of sandwiches.
Although you can buy catered food.
You can buy the
too.
catered food here too, but I always thought that was such an interesting way to do it because everyone just bring your stuff, come have a party, right?
Yep. But you have to dress up. You have to be in a tuxedo or a full-length gown if you're a woman.
All right. Hey, Kelsey.
Yo.
What are we doing after the parade?
Not Fireball. I thought it was.
That's not where I was going, but now.
Well, the song Fireball's playing, and it was a pause there, and I'm like, not Fireball. So what are we doing?
But now you have to.
No. Oh, no.
It's good. It's yummy. It's cinnamon.
It's not.
It is very
so
good.
Bad.
This is the one time that you're just patently wrong. Fireball. All right, enough of that.
Okay, now where were you going? What are we doing after the parade?
Where I was going was I thought we were going to go to the club.
In the club?
The club.
Where
Club Endymion. Club Endymion coming around the bend.
Well, we can go right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We don't have to go after the parade. We
We're
can
all
go
in
now.
the club right now. Club Endymion, or as the youth say, club, is coming on in right here. This float celebrates the 50th anniversary of Endymion. Was released in 2016. And you know they packed that thing with a bunch of lights. A bunch of them.
No doubt. And it's a tribute to the dome. Home of the dome, right?
Absolutely.
And one of the smaller floats, but obviously the small, but still obviously incredible. Just 38 riders. All right, well, while that one comes around the corner, we're going to check back in with Olivia and Garland down on the floor. Olivia has probably one, maybe two bags of throws now, and now she's got a tambourine. Hey, Liv.
I can't even focus right now with this tambourine, girl. You got that up in my business. Were you the girl like in college that when the band played on stage, you like got up there and started playing the tambourine?
I stayed in my dorm and studied all the time.
No, that's actually true.
So you were the one doing math with like Krieger all night? Yeah. The reason I took journalism was I could avoid math courses. So there you go.
I took calculus, and I passed.
Well,
you took calculus, Olivia?
I did. I was pre-med freshman year.
Oh, that's right. You were.
Oh my goodness, I'm in the wrong crew here.
Olivia, I think Garland needs some hair flare.
Hair flare.
Yeah, do it.
Yes. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Yes.
I'm good.
I'll spare the hair.
Don't touch.
Let's see what some of these folks are. Are they like they're having fun?
Yeah,
Let's go see. What do y'all think about Endymion?
We love it. We were maids ourselves. All three of us the past like 5 years. We were all maids. And we love it.
She was a maid too. Okay, so former royalty. I mean, the ride is such an experience. Kind of tell us what you remember from that time.
It's just amazing, and to like feel the crowd, the energy, especially as a woman, it's like amazing.
And what is it like today to be here in the crowd partying?
Yes, and then you get to celebrate.
We get to celebrate, baby, and that's what it's about.
She loved the word amazing.
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 Really no other way to describe Endymion.
Hey, you know what? I'll take the word amazing over some words I've heard the last few days on the parade route.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, you know.
Olivia, can you do some quick math on how big that TV is on Club Endymion?
I don't know. Is that like a 90-inch, a 300-inch?
Y'all
300-inch.
Y'all will kill me with this math, okay? This is a celebration.
I'm a kid.
We're not going to class tonight,
You're
okay?
right. Only a class on how to party.
Oh my goodness.
Party 101.
Don't quit your day job
I'll
with
be your
the
guide.
jokes here,
I'll be
okay?
your guide.
Yeah.
I feel like they're the bad kids down there, and we're the good kids up here.
No chance in heck. No chance. No chance. You're not gonna like ruin my mind here. You know, Olivia's trying to get me a little fired up.
Listen up, right?
The tambourine is.
You try it. It gets it going.
All right, let's go.
Yes, Garland. Yes.
Look at that.
It's Garland. Garland getting down.
Give the people what they want, G. Let them have it. Shoe check.
Hey, you know what?
Watch your back, Drew. There's another float coming.
I will say this, like 5-10 years ago when I covered Extravaganza, like everybody was in like heels and like fancy shoes. Everybody is wised up. Everybody's in shoes now, comfortable shoes. You are, Olivia, I am. It's the move now. The heels just go out after about 5 minutes.
Grab me something, get there. Woo! Yeah! Oh, Drew caught him all back.
Did Drew just get hit?
It got caught on the camera.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Footballs.
Oh my goodness.
It's got liquid on it too. So
Oh, liquid.
Yummy.
Played it right on the camera.
Yeah, good catch, Drew. Drew Miller's catching beads while he's got the camera on, okay? That's multi-talented. That's what we hired Fox8. People can do more than one thing, okay? And Drew Miller's that guy. You head on a swivel tonight. You got to watch yourself there. Drew, definitely turn around, too. I don't want you to get hit right here. There we go. We got nothing but professionals here tonight.
Everybody's putting their hands up in the crowd, dancing. They're trying to catch more beads. I mean, look at the amount of beads people have. I mean, they're stacked up.
Yeah. So, Olivia, after this cover band, we got Katy Perry trained. Like, how high do you feel?
Listen, one of my biggest regrets in life is not seeing Katy Perry during her California Girls tour. She performed, I think, the Super Bowl, maybe 2014, I don't remember. And I knew at that moment I missed out. So I'm so excited to see her tonight at Endymion Extravaganza. Oh my gosh, look at the size of these beads. Oh my gosh. What is this? I've never seen anything like this before.
Olivia, you said biggest regrets in your life, Katy Perry missing?
This is the biggest pair of beads.
That is.
This is the biggest pair of beads I think I've ever caught.
Drew, take a gander on those bad boys right there. Olivia Vidal's bringing the heat tonight with these catches.
Feels like a
Oh, here we go, wait.
Oh, what? Now that's a catch.
That is a hat.
Olivia.
Get it ready, get it ready. Oh, we're getting it ready. You know it's getting close to 11 o'clock at night when Garland starts dancing.
You know Rob hates to see him coming because he's been to cut it.
DJ Jubilee.
I gotta clear the dance floor off here so I don't bust it.
Talk that stuff now.
Roll with it.
Talk that stuff now. Roll with it. I love when Garland gets loose like this. Go Garland!
Like stuff. Walking like a dog. Walking like a dog. Walking like a dog. Walking like a dog. Whoop talk. Whoop talk. Walking like a dog.
You saw that foot action?
You guys, when are y'all done up there? Come back. Come down.
All right, we're gonna send it back up to y'all. We're having way too much fun down here.
We want to see more moves from
Garland.
There's
the hat. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah, go. Come join us.
There you go. Oh, look at that. Oh, stunting on him.
Stunting on him. All right, back up to y'all.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Olivia Vidal and the tambourine man himself, Garland Gillen.
Garland, you have Jake Rosenberg looking very concerned up here. He just goes, whoa.
Jake Rosenberg, our photographer. He didn't know that you could do that.
He's still going, Jake. You're missing it.
This is the show. This is it. This is called stealing the show. It's the micro movements for me, right? The micro movements.
Oh, wait, there we go. We got you.
She got more stuff.
We just saw you catch that. What's that? It'll be another bag of bees.
All right, that's a fun one there. All right, so this next float that you're seeing coming around, approaching Olivia and Garland, is Ons the Fishman. In Mesopotamian mythology, Ons was an amphibious being who taught mankind wisdom. Love that. He had the form of a fish, but the head of a man. Under his fish's head and under his fish's tail, the feet of a man. So he's like a man and a fish. Ons the Fishman. That's why they call him that. All right. And in the daytime, he came up to the seashore of the Persian Gulf, and he would teach man, writing, art, science. That's Ons the Fishman. What would you do if a fishman came, just like popped out of the water, Kelsey, and just tried to start teaching you stuff?
I mean, I would think that he knows a lot of things potentially, but also you probably wouldn't see the transformation happening. It would happen in a very mysterious way, and he probably would just present to us as man and teach us, and then when the sun goes down, he goes back out in the ocean,
So
and we
let
don't know
me
what's
get this
happening.
right. Ons the Fishman was in the form of a fish, but he had a man's head under his fish head and man's feet under his fish tail.
Yep.
So how how could they see the man stuff?
You tell me. It's a mystery. It's a secret of
We're
life.
going to need Owens to come out of the water and teach us.
And tell us about his ways, right? Float 28. Now that float has 98 riders, and we are rapidly approaching the end of this parade, believe it or not. 36 floats total.
Yep. They've opened up the floor so people can cross back and forth.
Fountain blue. Fountain blue. No. No. No.
All right, we have another float coming on in. Again, this is a rolling. Now, this one you might have heard of before. Float 29, the Philosopher's Stone. And it's a mythical alchemical, substance capable of turning base metals such as mercury into gold or silver. It was also known as the tincture and the powder. Alchemists traditionally believed that it could be used to make an elixir of life, which made possible rejuvenation and immortality. So, for you Harry Potter fans out there, you might know, well, in the UK, that first Harry Potter book was the Philosopher's Stone, not the Sorcerer's Stone. But same thing.
But philosopher with a stone, probably gonna live forever.
Absolutely. Unless you have Harry Potter.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
If he comes around, he's gonna find you.
Yeah. And then he's gonna change the name.
That 12-year-old was always getting into stuff.
Must have learned from a fish man.
No, Dumbledore wasn't a fish man.
These floats are wonderful, though. The way that everything, you know, just that traditional Endymion look where you get these LED lights that are all around the figureheads on the floats there. So you see, it's just a cool look.
And even the props on the front are lit.
There's Owens the fish man going by. And that's what it looked like underneath his fish skin. That man right there. This band is going so hard. Arthur Hardy is bopping right next to me. He is vibing. It's fun, huh?
This band hasn't stopped.
No, right?
How can you not move?
This is a long set. And the parade is really grooving right now. It seems like everyone has just hit that level of, we'll call it excitement, where it has become a full-on party. With these lasers everywhere, it's almost a rave. They are going hard right now and enjoying every single minute of it. Everyone dressed to the nines, covered in blinking lights, waving to their friends, hoping for a throw. That frisbee almost, I thought it was coming to us.
Rob, one thing I've noticed as we do this every year, more and more blinged out tuxedos.
Oh yeah.
The guys are they're not doing things boring anymore, not traditional.
Yeah.
They're going color, they're going texture, they're going
It's why they changed that saying from the belle of the ball to the bow of the ball. That's what they call it now. You know, everyone's like, I wonder who the best looking guy of the night's gonna be.
Exactly.
And I know most of them here are like, gosh, I wish Rob would leave. That jacket is just too good. I'm sorry, fellas.
Holy moly, donut shop, this guy.
You know, we're 3 hours into this parade, and the night's not half over because this game will go on to beyond 3. I believe the official close is 3:30, perhaps. So a lot of partying left to be done.
This is how we do it.
The riders are dancing too now.
Oh, there's someone with a sign with their phone number. Just says, call me in a number. I mean, that's one way to get someone's attention, at least, to throw you stuff.
It's Saturday night. A couple of more floats for y'all here, ready to come in. 7 more floats, I believe.
7?
7 more.
Hard to believe that many floats. I mean, what a magnificent parade. Quantity and quality.
22,000 people in the dome right now with all the lights and the decorations everywhere. It really, I mean, the dome feels so full.
It is.
You know, even though they're, you know, we're not really using the top level, the terrace. But man, the plaza is popping. The loge and the club area, I mean, we got people up there.
Well, there are tables up here. Of course, people bring their own stuff, as you mentioned, but there are also full bars all around the dome. So people are,
no,
and you can see during these breaks that that's why they're kind of doing the whole crossover thing. That's for bathroom, food, and cocktail breaks that's happening up here.
Got to take a cocktail break. That's not what I was doing earlier when I took a break. I did not take a cocktail break.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Oh, yes, we got another float now entering in here.
I believe that is number 30, Old Man River.
Now, this was one we were talking about earlier with the SS Captain Eddie. That float initially was tied to this one as well.
The biggest ever, and then this one outdone it, right?
So once again, they've Endymionized themselves.
I love it.
And Old Man River, really cool float here because it embodies the Mississippi River, right? Synonymous with the Crescent City, shows the endless and uncaring flow of the meandering Mississippi through the city of New Orleans. At the front of this float is a depiction of a beautiful golden-haired water nymph trumpeting the ship's approach as shrimp, crawfish, crabs scatter at the river's bottom. Old Man River poses at the rear next to a strand of marsh as catfish play about the water's edge. Endymion salutes the heart of New Orleans with this float. 2-unit float built in 1999. It was the first Mardi Gras float to use fiber optics. And that really gives it that signature look. You know, we see like LEDs a lot. You see the, you know, those because they're so easy and inexpensive, and they look great. But the fiber optics really give it a signature look. You know, you see it in the hair of the nymph.
And it gives it movement. And those at night, that is the Endymion I have burned into my brain from my childhood. Is these massive floats. Of course, they are massive, but when you're a child, they're even more massive. But them coming around the city and those fiber optic lights on those floats is something that you just can't forget.
Yeah, it was a revolutionary float when it came out. Most people said, man, is this the new wave? And yes, it is.
The lights moving on the horn, on the flowers, on the water. You mentioned it, the hair. It's gorgeous float.
Are still down there doing work, getting paid to cut a rug.
I see him.
Oh, look at those. What is that, giant pajamas or something he's gonna throw?
Are we gonna check in?
Put it on his head.
Somebody, I wanna dance with somebody, ooh, with somebody who loves me.
And looks like while Old Man Rivers stopped in front of the captain's table on the stage there, float number 31 is making the turn, coming on in. This is the Atlantean Mystery Temple.
Ooh.
It's a legendary city described by the Greek philosopher Plato. Atlantis, a fabulously wealthy and advanced civilization, was swept into the sea and lost forever in a story which has captured the imagination of readers ever since. The center of the Atlantean wisdom religion was presumably a great pyramid temple that stood in the brow of the plateau, rising in the midst of the city of the Golden Gate. The temple was at the center of its civilization. A model of its temple resides on the lead of the first float, or the first part of the float there, Unit 1. This is one of those multi-unit floats again. And the artist decor on the sides of the unit represents the culture as portrayed in literature, brightly colored and in great detail. The temple's lit with a new state-of-the-art LED tape and further enhanced with strategically positioned indirect lights. The second unit displays Atlantis on the seashore of the Mediterranean Sea. 100 riders on this 2-unit float.
realize these riders have been on the slope 8, maybe 9 hours already.
Right.
You know, they're tired, standing up, throwing.
What rolls at?
Well, it rolled at 4, but they mount the floats much earlier than that. And before that,
so at this point, just from roll to now, I mean, you're looking at 7 hours there,
At least,
let alone loading up. And I know they got to get out there early, too.
Yep. It's quite a commitment.
Bless their hearts.
Quite a lot of fun. But they're
tough
tired.
job. It's a tough job, right?
No,
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, they're tired.
Thank goodness they do. That way, we get all the easy work of just hanging out and getting to watch. The Atlantean Mystery Temple. Oh no. Oh, we're getting some more
fireworks.
Oh, we're getting more pyro.
All right.
Oh.
They had some left over, huh?
We're getting more pyro. All right, this next one coming in. Oh yeah, this is what we were talking about earlier. Remember we were talking about the Tree of Life, the zodiacal egg.
Yep.
You know, all of these origin stories. Now, this is a Norse myth or story that's part of the secret teachings of all ages. In the realm of Norse mythology, the giant ash tree known as the Yggdrasil tree, the Yggdrasil, sprang into existence in the beginning of time. That's how the legend goes, all right? Its branches reach into the heavens, and its roots extend deep into the realms of the earth. It's more than a mere element of the natural world. It is the core structure of the Norse cosmos. It connects and sustains a structure through which their gods, giants, elves, and humans interact. The 9 realms. You may have heard some of these legends before in different formats, such as Asgard. You might be familiar with Asgard because of our friend Thor from the Avengers. It's the home of the gods. That's where Thor lived, right? But it was destroyed in that one movie. And then Thor had to go live in Midgard, which that's where humans live. I guess it's Earth. So Yggdrasil stands as a symbol of life, death, and the interconnectedness of everyone in the universe. And today I feel interconnected with everyone on Endymion extravaganza thanks to this Norse myth.
I believe that.
I know, yeah. It's a pretty nice tree.
But that's just float 32A and B.
Right.
There's a C and D coming out too. And that's a whole nother ball game.
And this, we're getting ready to see something special.
I foresee more pyro in our future.
I know the pyro caught me off guard. I was a little, I started resting too much. I was like, we're just partying. That's all this is. It's just an amazing, awesome party. The pyro's done, and then boom, fireworks, flames, flames.
You still want that flamethrower for your house or the flame shooter?
I saw one on the internet the other day. It does it in different colors. Anything like that, I'll take it. I wonder if Olivia and Garland felt the heat from the pyro.
They had to have. Olivia and Garland, did y'all feel the heat?
We're getting bombed right now.
We're dodging the beats.
Yeah, okay. First off, I want to shout out to all of our Fox8 staff, upstairs, downstairs. It's been a wild night. A special shout out though to Dylan and Drew on the cameras. I've been covering this probably for a decade. I've never seen this until tonight. Somebody threw a finger sandwich at Drew while he was shooting. A finger sandwich. And one of these cleanup crew guys is like, did I just see a finger sandwich hit that camera guy?
And they have a hard job because they have one eye in the scope looking through the camera lens to get all the shots that you're seeing on your screen while also trying to dodge floats as they make the turns.
Yep.
Watch out there.
As we were talking about, trying to like slide through a little over there.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's right. But yes, we're been getting bombed all night, but finger sandwich.
Who would have thought? A finger sandwich. That's when you know the party's turning up in here.
Did he get to eat it? Did he catch it?
No, I think he was blindsided by it.
It definitely hit him, kind of slid on the ground.
Yikes.
So yeah, everybody's getting a little over-caffeinated right now, so people start throwing food, so it's getting a little rowdy, but we're gonna keep rolling.
Getting towards the end of the parade, so you know the folks are turned up. ready for these barricades to be pulled away so they can get to the dance floor.
Yeah, I've never dug more than having these last two floats here. Everybody's definitely amped it up on the beats here.
Look, everybody's having a good time. They're dancing. They're having a good time. Woo, we got it on those beats. Get out of the way here. Throw me something to there. There we go. All right. We're getting a little break in here.
We're in the clear zone right now. We're in the clear zone.
I mean, too much fun.
So,
all right, what's the skill here? You're catching all these beads. I mean, it's pretty easy. They're really throwing a lot. What did you say? Exactly. It's really loud here. They're really throwing a lot. They're throwing so much. This is like the best year ever. The best year ever. And that's what I've been hearing this year's Endymion. I mean, we're back in the dome.
Best year ever. Awesome. I heard that a lot tonight. But no, it's been, yeah, if I was going to do a book report, you were talking all this like math and English and all this stuff. Yeah, if I did a book report, I would give this night a 100 between the Grand Marshal, the captain, the king and the queen. Everybody's fired up. Look at these people screaming.
Yes, yes, like 1,000, 1,000.
We're at 1,000 now.
Not just an A plus 100, but an A plus 1,000.
I never got 100 or 1,000 in class there.
But the parade, look at everybody singing and dancing. I love to see this. You can see they're getting hyped up. They're ready to see Katy Perry and Train perform tonight. It's going to be a great party. It's already a great party.
So,
it's about to be even better one.
Highlight of your night, Olivia.
Oh, man.
We've been here since 5 o'clock.
Listen, being in the dome has an energy of its own. I mean, if you come here for Saints games or even the Home and Garden show, it brings, there's an energy here in the dome that just, I don't know what it is. You get excited. Having Endymion 59 in the dome is electric. You got the 60,000 pounds of pyrotechnics. The floats are beautiful. Everyone's excited to be back in the dome.
The dome looks fantastic after the $450 million renovation. Having the Sugar Bowl playoffs here, having the Super Bowl here.
Yes.
I think that the way that New Orleans handled the Super Bowl, the weather, we'll probably get another Super Bowl in either 2031, maybe 2032. We nailed it out of the park.
Wait, let's go look at all these horses this lady got.
Big events there. What you got, Lily? Get up in
Look
there.
at this lady. She got all these horses. There's my friend. What do you think about this year's Endymion? What do you think about this?
I love Endymion. And Superdome is the #1 spot for Endymion. It's the home of Endymion. We're so glad to be back.
We were just saying the Superdome is the #1 spot to have the Endymion.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I'm having so much fun. So much fun. Love to hear it. Everybody's having a great time, Garland.
Everybody knows how to dance tonight.
That's so true.
Like we're not big. Everybody, we put the camera on, they're like breaking it down.
And look at all their beads and all their toys that they caught.
Well, we're in the front row, so we've been just getting smashed by beads there, you know.
Last year I jammed a finger, so I'm happy to say this year I'm scar-free. I got out, no injuries.
No, we've done good. I mean, yeah, sometimes you need to wear a helmet down here, the swivel there. Like these two gentlemen right here have been trying to get on camera all night, so I'm glad Drew got them on. They've been hollering at me.
They're having a good time.
I had to keep the microphone away from them.
Good call, good call.
Yeah, you know, we're trying to keep this PG.
Check it out. Everyone's dancing. Let's go see. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for Katy Perry? Oh my God, we cannot wait. What are y'all enjoying so far about Endymion? Everything is the best night of the year. The best ever.
We're looking forward to this every year.
And it's back in the dome.
Nothing beats the dome. It's amazing.
Being back is awesome. I mean, that's the vibe here. No doubt about it. Everyone here says being back in the dome is it. Happy to be back.
It's amazing.
That's the word of the night. That word of the night.
That's gonna get with me. Yeah, tomorrow we're thinking about amazing.
It's gonna be their new slogan. Endymion. It's amazing.
We're gonna to talk to Mr. Kelly about that later tonight there.
So we see the float here is kind of at a stall right now, but I think we got a couple more floats coming through. Yep, we do. Here we go. They're coming through the entrance, and then it'll be a few moments before they get to the campus table.
Indy. We're taking Rob and Kelsey's job. We're going to start breaking down the floats there.
All right, we can do that. We got the information. We got the Endy float coming up soon.
The Golden Boy.
The Golden Boy.
Oh, there we go. Rob out of the cloud.
Yes, like a voice.
Funny
The
enough,
man behind the curtain.
Garland, I've also been called the Golden Boy many times.
Are you for real?
Yeah, no, for real, yeah. The Golden Child, the Golden Boy.
By who?
Many of people.
Name the people.
We're talking about Garland?
Yeah, get names. No, we're talking about Krieger. She's the Golden
So,
Boy.
also, Endymion, you were talking about this earlier, I believe, Olivia, known as a very handsome boy, if you will. John Keats wrote a poem about Endymion, and Oscar Wilde referred to him as Endymion because he thought he was rather handsome.
Oh, all right. Is that like a little bit more you know? Greek mythology or something?
Man, Krieger went into the library for this one.
Look at this guy. He's got a helmet. Let's go see this guy.
There we go. Smart man. Helmet.
All right.
We're getting pyrotechnics.
You got a helmet. Sir, you are smart.
Yeah, I'm so smart. I'm the smartest. Actually, the smartest person here right now.
I
Hold on
agree.
a second.
I wish I had a
Stop him
helmet.
now.
Yeah. What, say it again?
I wish I had a helmet.
Oh,
No.
gentlemen.
Absolutely not. You need that protection.
Say it one more time.
You need that protection.
I do. I've literally gotten pelted in the face like 5 times tonight. It's crazy.
Being in the front row comes with a lot of challenges.
It's just, it comes with the territory, It's what I gotta do. So it's just what I gotta do.
You came prepared. I love it. Have fun tonight.
A gentleman and a scholar.
A gentleman
He
and a
said he's the
scholar.
smartest guy in this place.
Look at him. Oh.
In this place.
And they say chivalry is dead. Love to see it. Love to
Krieger,
see
you got
it.
competition up top there, bud. Okay.
I was going to say, ask him what the Pythagorean theorem is.
No.
We're not putting our viewers
I'm not
to
trying
sleep
to
on the air, okay?
Well, no, we need to know who's smarter.
He's got a helmet, so automatically he's smartest. What's going on?
Now, this is a new float. Indy is a new float this year.
We got some dancing.
Really
dancing
cool.
law enforcement officers. There, baby. Check them out.
There we go. All the ladies getting a little dance on here. Let's hear it for law enforcement. Heck yeah.
They've been doing a fabulous job this carnival season.
They've been kicking booty tonight here, protecting us, just doing a good job. Uh-oh, no she didn't.
Is this a dance-off?
What about the one in the middle?
What?
She's supervising.
The one in the middle is like staying for her.
She's swaying.
She's smiling.
I love it. Yes.
We gotta get the one in the middle one.
Hold on, we gotta watch my boy Drew here because there's a float coming.
Oh wait, we got floats coming.
wrote a song about that.
We got floats coming. We gotta get
I
back.
gotta get back to safety. All right, Kelsey and Rob. We'll toss it back to you with the riser.
Olivia, I think we knocked it out the park tonight with our tag teamwork.
Yeah, it was good, guys. Are pretty great. Olivia, you got Garland to dance a lot tonight, which we really appreciated.
All right, back to y'all upstairs.
All right, thanks so much, guys. So we got, how many more floats left?
About 4 floats.
4 floats?
4 floats, that's right.
This night's been flying.
Indy, the float that you just saw right there, that's the new float for this year. Really cool one there. We love seeing that. And the next float that's coming in, you can see, there it is. It's right behind us.
Right here. No, right there.
Right?
Right there.
Over there. How about this cool sword?
There it is.
There it is.
And that's our float number 33, consulting the Oracle of Delphi.
The Oracle of Delphi was an important Greek priestess and soothsayer who practiced prophecy at the Temple of Apollo at the ancient sanctuary of Delphi on Mount Parnassus, also known as the Pythia. The Oracle was a real woman carefully selected by the priests of the sanctuary. When one Pythia died, another one took her place, the high priestess, sometimes high on botanical plants or toxic fumes. What? Uh-oh. The Oracle entered a divine trance and channeled the god Apollo to foretell the future. And then this legend has been carried on in all kinds of literature and lore and movies.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the movie Dune.
I have not seen it.
Yeah, Dune 2, really.
Dune 2?
You see a transition of Oracle, if you will.
Okay.
Not on Delphi, but still a prophecy was foretold.
Well, there you go. This float number 33, and there are 102 riders with a lot of stuff still to offload before they make that turn.
It's fascinating. So the Oracle was apparently sometimes high on botanical plants or toxic fumes that rose from the earth. And that's how they were able to channel Apollo. And it really explains why they called it the High Priestess.
I don't think that's where that came from. I think it was about, there were multiple priestesses, and that helped to indicate, that helped to indicate who was more important. It was to rank importance, Robert.
Or as they say, a double entendre.
Or there's that. I will give you that possibility. All right, well, this parade is, this float rather is stopped. Just do want to make a quick note. We have had people streaming this extravaganza from all over the world. And our producer just let us know it's a long list of countries people are representing watching this live stream. So shout out to the people in the Philippines who've been watching us tonight or tomorrow, because it's tomorrow there, I think, already.
I think it's yesterday.
Same to the people in Bangladesh. It's tomorrow there. And France, and Australia, and New Zealand. Brazil, it's still today, and Canada, it's still today, but they've all been watching,
so cool.
We appreciate you guys
Thank you for
tuning
watching.
in and watching this.
And if you are, already ahead of us.
In the future.
You are now celebrating Kelsey Davis's birthday.
Happy birthday.
We're just about, 28 minutes away from it?
It's almost tomorrow here, right?
Yeah, it's almost tomorrow here, so it's deep into my birthday there, in half those countries I just listed.
One more country, Norway. My daughter's
Norway,
watching.
yes, always. Your daughter's always watching. Hello.
That's right.
Hi, Robin.
Hey, Robin. Happy Mardi Gras.
We'd also like to thank everyone in Gentilly watching.
And in Mid-City. And the Lakeview,
and the West
Uptown, West Bank.
Bywater.
Slidell.
In the east. Medici Niles.
St. John Parish.
Battery. Kenner.
Mandeville.
Terrebonne Parish. All Terrebonne Parish. All the Food Parish.
The people who overlap in Livingston Parish and see us, hey y'all.
Macomb, Mississippi.
Yeah.
We're getting a couple of these floats out of here. We've got 1, 2, 3 more floats. And then, believe it or not, the party starts.
After that, the party starts.
On our official schedule, they have Katy Perry going on at approximately 11 o'clock.
Right.
So we're a little bit behind schedule.
amazing to see all the people here just enjoying themselves with their friends and their family, all dressed up. You know, they've been waiting for this all day, and still out there at the barriers waiting for more throws. Like, we're not going anywhere. Oh, there's a girl.
The sheriff's deputies are enjoying themselves. Why not?
Go deputy, go deputy.
And shout out to all of them, all of those law enforcement officials who've been out on these routes for the past week, basically, actually longer than that, working these long shifts and making sure the parade routes are safe and the parades are moving along nicely. So it's nice to see them having a little fun because they are working hard and long hours out there every single day.
All right, we're gonna head on back down to the floor. We'll see some of the party action up close and personal with the G-Man and Libby.
And Libby.
Libby, how many, wait, there's 2 Libbies in the dome tonight?
Oh yeah, Olivia and Libby.
Okay.
That's how you can tell us apart.
Okay.
I go by Olivia, Libby Dunn goes by Libby.
Okay.
So, in case you get confused.
2 LSU Tigers.
Right, it's confusing.
Y'all are basically twins.
So I get it, yeah, basically.
Same social media following.
No, well, no.
What? I mean, come on, you're pretty hot on the gram, right?
Not really. You know what? I want to turn this camera around. We're in a lull right now in this parade. We're waiting for the rest of the floats to come through. See, everybody's just kind of hanging out. We're waiting. We're getting there. Look at all these people. It is amazing how much they were throwing.
Still waiting on these final 3 floats that haven't entered
What do you
yet.
think about the Endymion extravaganza?
Never been. It's unbelievable.
Where are you from?
I'm from Memphis.
Welcome. So what do you think about this big party in the Superdome?
Having a blast.
What do you think about the crowds and the music?
It really is.
Awesome party.
It is.
I love to hear it. Again, people coming from all over to experience this culture, this big free party that we have in New Orleans, which is Mardi Gras, and they want to spend their time here at the Endymion extravaganza.
Yeah, the Endymion parade is fantastic enough, but then like the extravaganza makes it like to another level. That kind of sets themselves apart from any other parade that we have during carnival season. It's extravaganza is its own.
Breaking
Here
it down.
we go.
Breaking it down.
I feel like we're in the set of Animal House, the movie. Remember they played the song?
Oh yeah.
At the Dexter.
Yeah. Let's go see how these dudes are doing over here.
All right, Drew, we're sliding over here.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Are you having a great time?
I'm having a fantastic time, yes.
What do you think about the crowds? Tell me what you think about the party.
This is amazing. I've never done this before. This is my first Mardi Gras. I grew up in India, and I moved to the U.S. like 10 years ago, and this is like the best experience I've ever had.
Keep meeting first-timers here, so it's so much fun.
This is a first-timer, so much fun. I cannot believe I'm here. Best time ever.
So, growing up in India, y'all throw some pretty awesome parties, I know. Weddings.
The weddings are the best. Nothing comes close to Mardi Gras. Nothing comes close to Mardi Gras. When I get married, it's gonna be in New Orleans.
At the Endymion extravaganza.
It's gonna be here at the Endymion Ball. I'm gonna marry a girl from here.
That's done. Settled. It's settled.
It's a lock. It's a lock. It's a lock. Yeah.
Y'all are having a good time. You got the dance moves right here.
Having a good time too. We're both having a great time. Having a good.
I got a question. Is the woman that you're gonna get married to, is she in the house tonight?
What?
the woman that you are going to get married to, is she in the house
She
tonight?
is, yeah. I haven't met her yet, but she's here.
Oh, okay.
Garland with the tough question.
Yeah, well, I mean, he had all these grand plans.
Have you heard of Livy Dunn?
It's Livy Dunn.
It's Livy Dunn. It's
She's
got to be
right
Livy
up
Dunn.
there.
It's
I
going to
could
be Livy Dunn.
like,
The math is mathing.
The math is mathing.
The math is mathing. Y'all have fun. Y'all have fun. I love that. He said he wants to have his wedding at the Endymion Extravaganza.
with Livy Dunn.
With Livy Dunn.
Okay, well,
It's a match made in heaven.
I mean, if Paul Skeens might want to have something to say about
You better hurry up then, huh? You better pop the question.
Yeah. There we go.
All right, guys, we got some action up here. We've got a couple
All
of...
right,
Oh,
take
here
it
we
away.
go. Floats are coming.
All right, the floats are back in the dome. We're moving now.
I think the law enforcement's having the best time of anybody here, okay? Like, they're tearing it up.
Oh yeah, they're having a good time dancing. Cutting around.
2 of the 3 women. Like, the other one's like, I refuse to dance.
No.
Refuse.
When the camera's on her, she's not dancing.
James Brown, and I said, who is that?
All right.
All right, we're
Kelsey and Rob, yeah, we'll send it back to you up on the risers.
All right, thanks, guys. It's been quite the night,
It really has, yeah.
and the night is not even really started.
You're right.
We still have more floats rolling in, and then we got Katy Perry, and we got Train,
And mixed nuts.
and yes,
Mixed nuts, too, yeah.
and I think there's still more pyro to pyro.
That's right. That's right. Look, we're going to take care of you here. The parade is just about to wrap up. We have enjoyed the Endymion Extravaganza, being back home in the dome. It feels right.
It's been a great night. Terrific.
This is where it belongs. You're taking a look now at some of the last few floats that are rolling through.
Yep.
Still not skipping on those
That's
throws, though.
the
They still
Sadic
have
Isis there, a major goddess in ancient Egyptian religion. And then following that will be the Mithras in the form of the Leontocephalic Chronos, another great Greek hierarchy there. So we'll show you these. But we have thoroughly enjoyed the broadcast here from the Dome.
Yeah.
For Kelsey Davis, Arthur Hardy, I'm Rob Krieger. Your news is next.
This is a Fox 8 special, the Endymion Parade and Extravaganza, sponsored by Beads by the Dozen, Mardi Gras World, and Bank Plus.